Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Wednesday stream, the first ever Wednesday stream. Yeah, if I'm being honest, you guys are absolutely right. I'm literally listening to the song as well, just jamming out. That is absolutely true. I was like doing some other shit while I was doing it, right? Just like I like to give the stream time to gestate most of the time. Oh shit. Twiz, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. You know, I actually don't even know how to do that. Like myself, if I was gifting subs. Shows you what a terrible sub gifter I am. I'm definitely going to have to pay it for it. The Wednesday Gamer. I really like that a lot. What do you mean you neither? Oh, man. Skyrim modding plus ultra. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. I know it's probably strange getting used to the new schedule. It certainly is for me. I was just trying to turn down the volume. Well, it's a good reason they put those buttons so close to each other. Got a bit of a friend coming out of my head. Oh, yeah, look at this. My hair is kind of crazy right now. Look, you can see it. That's how you know I haven't showered today, because my hair is crazy. Look, watch. Let me take off my headset. You can see what it really looks like. It's very messy. Liz likes it. Apparently, she likes when my hair is long. I actually kind of like it myself as well, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know. I used to have really long hair. Tyler knows. I used to have like very, very long hair when I was a youth, a teenager. And then I've generally had like pretty short hair for a while. I kind of like having my long hair back, but it's super annoying. It's like gets in my ears and it's just kind of like all over, and I get kind of almost like a mullet thing going back here, but I haven't gotten a haircut yet. First I didn't get a haircut because it was quarantine, and now I haven't gotten a haircut because I don't really know what to tell them to, it's like preserve the general feel but make it less annoying. Somehow that doesn't really seem like actionable instructions for like a barber. I feel like being a barber is really difficult. For that reason, everyone's always like, yeah, you know, like make it good. Make it look fresh and be good. All right, y'all. Let me get some music going here. Let me see. Buzz my hair before I started to go bald. Super easy to wash in the shower. I mean, it makes sense. I actually did the same thing. I buzzed my own head during quarantine because I didn't want to go in and get a haircut. It was pretty wild. It was harder than I thought it was going to be. Did I mention this already on stream? Like, it's very, like, I don't know. I thought I was just going to take my razor and it was all just going to come off in one big, butter thing. But it was harder. I had to like trim it, and then I had to do it. Ooh, Kingdom Hearts soundtrack. That's pretty good. Am I going to get demonetized again? What can I play that will not get me demonetized? Who knows? I might even get demonetized for You Say Run. Let me do... Zelda's always a safe bet. Video game music. What about... Let's go Zelda. Let's do... What do you think about since we're on like a Wind Waker vibe, let's do Dragon Roost for a little bit. Dragon Roost Island. Extended for 10 hours. There we go. Let me make sure my levels... It's beautiful. Hey. How's the levels? All right, so... Oh, yeah, Demon Corp. Thank you for sending me the Twitch link. Or the Whisper. I'm assuming that's like their chat, proprietary chat system. We got a pause moon stream here. Is this it? Is this my inbox? Notifications? I do not use Twitch chat like ever. Not chat, but like message. Oh, there it is. Whispers. Perfect. Sorry, something went wrong loading this conversation. Wonderful. Look. Cool. I don't know why. Maybe because there's a link. You can send it to me like on Discord if that helps. Demon, or really anywhere else like Reddit. Just, somewhere. I might roll up on those links off stream. It really depends on kind of what we were doing here today. I wanted to customize some MCMs or automate some MCMs on stream. I thought that would be fun. Okay, yeah, here we go. Google Drive. That I can do. Wow. Look at that. And these are not the ones that we did yesterday already. This excludes all the ones we ran through. Maybe I will grab these. Wait, do you guys... Did the bottom just come out of the song? Do you guys hear that? Maybe that was the repeat. That's weird. Yeah, and then here it comes back in again. I guess that's just kind of how they mixed it. Some songs repeat better than others, I'm sure. This is really cool. Thank you so much, Demon. I really appreciate it. Oh, you gotta have the feet mesh for children. Derpiest Kitty. What is this link? Rustic animated potion. Ah. Well, so I could, but if I'm being honest with you, I actually am probably going to change out the models for the potions entirely, because I think that the default ones are okay. But I don't know, like, I really like, so there's a couple here. Let me see if I can find the ones that I have in mind. Let's see, potion, simple potion, I think. Mesh, Skyrim, messy. Yeah. Okay, so this is the one that I actually might go for. Right? Because I actually prefer the idea. I might even make them like smaller. Because I just... Oh, I didn't realize this was David's mod. I like this style of potion. I just like... To me, a lot of the meshes or like the bottles for the potions look like they're practically like gallon jugs. You know what I mean? Hello, Russ. Hello, Prince Wolfchild. Hello, everyone. Also, yes, Pumpkin Cake. Skyward Sword does get a lot of flack. Which, like, I understand. I still haven't played it myself. I've watched people play it a lot. And to be honest, like, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like, obviously, there's parts that are not as fun. But it looks like a lot of fun to me. But, yes, the music did seem pretty good. You know what we should listen to? This one's slightly sadder, though. Here. Look, it's a just chatting stream. There we go. I do love Dragon Roost, though. 10 hours, Midna's Lament. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Twiz, that actually might get me demonetized. Oh, this is like a... Are my headphones on? I guess they are. It's just kind of trebly, is it not? Awesome potions. Oh, interesting. Let me see. Yeah, I would love to play it when it comes to Switch. I actually have, like, my recording pipeline is set up so that, ow. Hold on. I'm trying to get this up a little bit higher. It's setting up for me to, I can record stuff on, like, you know, Switch and whatever. Oh, yeah, Halo soundtrack. That's a little bit too high. So I could do it. RuneScape music, that would be another good one. So many good songs that we could do. Let me turn this down a little bit, actually. For myself, that is. I don't know. This is a good song. I'm not feeling it right now. Here you go. Here's the vibe. It's a different sort of vibe, but you know what? I think it'll be good. Is it loud enough though? Here we go. I agree, JS Brando. That's kind of my feeling. I don't know. I like the idea of like potions. I like the Witcher idea of potions where it's, you know, like a little vial. There's not that much liquid. It's kind of like a gnarly thing, right? Thank you, Ori. Lion Tiger Man, everything is going good. I am in the midst of... Let me dive into it. How about this? Demon Corp. Towards the... Here's what we'll do. We'll automate this MCM so I can show you guys that process. It's very simple. And then I will jump around to all the different locations in game that we were going to look at yesterday to finish off, you know, some of the different borders and things like that, right? And then we can go through a bunch of those links that you just sent me. How about that? And I'll just grab them all and we'll do the same thing. We'll add them to the same folder that we did last time. I would be interested in a toxicity mechanic, perhaps. Requiem helps this because they limit the amount of concurrent potions you can chug, right? So it's not quite as bad. It's not quite as OP as it is in vanilla. Well, I'm going to sneeze. All right, it's passed. We're good. God, that's unsatisfying. It'll come back, I'm sure. Must have gone to college with me to learn how to drink beer. I'm actually a pretty bad chugger. I'm not I can drink a lot of beer comparatively, but I just can't. I'm like the sort of person where if I drink a liquid, it's like I do it in gulps. I can't just like open my throat the way that, you know, the real chuggers do it. Maxat, hello, thank you for joining us. Vanilla Weapon Replacer is cool. I think it's really rad. Right now, I use Believable Weapons, which is kind of thematically similar, I would say. Also, it's a bit loud, sorry. This is a great song, by the way. Crazy anime. Really fun. No spoilers. Yeah, I can see that, Jestum. Hello, Rachel Higgins, thanks for joining us. Where some potions mods have a monster hunt component, so then like having to hunt a specific rare breed of monster. Yeah, totally. That would be really rad, Helgari. The closest we get is like you can. I just really like. One of the things I really wanted to do with Ultimate Skyrim was to bring that sort of. I mean, I guess it's Monster Hunter, it's RuneScape, it's a lot of different kinds of like sandbox RPGs, but it's like, yo, I want troll blood for a very specific thing, so I'm like hunting trolls specifically, right? I like that kind of. It's kind of a very simple to understand, like self-directed goal gameplay. It's pretty good. Oh, Demon Corp, The Honored Dead. I feel like I have seen, maybe not this one. I'm gonna sneeze. Here it goes. There it is. I knew it was coming. I might have downloaded this for Legendary Edition. This is the Legendary Edition one, so I guess not. But if it's the one that I'm thinking of, there were like a lot of performance like slowdowns. This doesn't look like the one I'm thinking of, though. Yeah, I'll call this one a maybe. Just because it actually does happen. Like there's, you know, battles. Ooh. Alright, well, before I get too far ahead of myself, yeah, it doesn't look like it would be too bad, Derpiest Kitty. It just looks like references placed and stuff. Usually that kind of stuff ports over to SE pretty easily. Haven't heard much about it. What are my thoughts on implementing CGO? I mean, CGO seems really cool. There's some stuff that it does that I really, really like. My biggest issue right now is the lack of balance, and one specific thing, which is having there be essentially no downside to two-handing things, and specifically, I wish that CGO behaved more like Dark Souls, where you can't. If like the trade-off in Dark Souls is perfect. It's very simple. If you're two-handing a weapon, you can't also use a shield. This is not the case in CGO, and it's like a pretty big issue for me personally. At some point, I think that it'll fix, or I'll fix it. All right, I'm gonna go. This is what's her face's theme, right? Mummy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go Great Sea because I was really digging it yesterday. Great Sea. There we go. It's just too good, right? Yeah, that is possible, Derpy. It's like that stuff's all possible. I have looked at it like underneath the hood, so to speak. Like you can do all that stuff. It's just for me specifically, that shield stuff is a problem. Because also it's really wonky. It looks weird, and frankly, it's like super unrealistic to be able to hold your. There's very, very few martial weapons throughout history where you could wield a two-handed martial weapon and also use a shield at the same time. In fact, I think that's like there's like this one variant of a spear and shield where like it kind of like the shield kind of sits on your hand and it has like a cutout for like where the spear goes or something like that. But it's not only unrealistic, but also very OP. I mean, hopefully Zien Beaver, but I've tried, and it's a bit beyond my own skills, or at least it was when I tried to do it, right? And I think, I don't know, like, I've got a few more skills underneath my belt now than when I first tried, but I don't know. It's kind of like low priority for me at the moment. If anything, for combat, what I might do is go the route of like attack behavior revamped, which I think actually like integrates CGO or replicates some of its features. Having like an actual like combo based like animation system I think would be decent, and then maybe adding in like the stances mod. I know that some people have gotten that setup going pretty well. I basically plan to look at that stuff once I'm looking at kind of animations holistically. That's my plan. All right, let me put this here. Let me bring, oh, that is a lot of windows. Okay, I need my code right here. I'm so excited. The two things are supposed to arrive today. One is the monitor, and two is the processor. So it's a real big day for computer parts. Okay, this is actually going to be kind of tricky. What we're basically going to do, so for those of you who don't know, MCMs are in-game mod configuration menus. We are editing the scripts so that all the MCMs, or as many of the MCMs as possible, have the default settings, right? The ones that we want. Also, hello, Charmbarian. Well, Skysa? How should I pronounce that? Is also very promising. It's a promising like alternative to the system I just described. I think it's gonna need to. I just need to sit down and play with it all, really. Because again, I really do like CGO, like to the point where I almost was like, all right, let's put this in there. But I don't know. There's enough to it to where I'd want to kind of the shield business bothers me. Maybe I'm overinflating its importance, but that's kind of how I feel about it. Okay. Well, here's what I want to do then. I'm going to take... This is going to be annoying. This is where it would be really nice to have a third monitor. That's for sure. So, miscellaneous player. I guess we'll just go through here. Let's see. NPC items. Makes more sense to do it, I think. Just however the script is kind of like laid out line by line. NPC weapons. Okay, we'll start there then. Maybe I can take special edition. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll take Visual Studio and I'll put it on this side. I don't really need to adjust that. Are the volume levels good? Because that way I can put this over OBS. CGO needs major behavior file storage and shield and spell use. Yeah, I tried, and it was far more complex than I assumed, Charmbarian. I came to the conclusion of, wow, this is beyond my wheelhouse, so to speak. I think it might be more possible for someone of your caliber and skill, we'll say. And so if you're, like, having trouble with it, that's how I know that it was probably a smart decision for me to spend less time on it, right? Hello, Sacroletius. Nice to see you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Yes, Bambi, I'm going to be doing more streams. CGO, no, you're thinking of CSGO, Rachel Higgins. CGO is combat gameplay overhaul. It's a very popular combat mod that we get a lot of, gotcha, Charmbarian. We get a lot of requests for questions about. Okay, so looks like the first section here is actually NPC weapons. So it's going to be here. And shield on back, auto equip, saves empty hands, enable weapons. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to change. I really wish that there was a way for me to show you guys the code that I'm editing, but I guess it's not that important. I could do this. I could just make it like, I can move it around, right? We don't need it to be that big. So enable weapons, we're going to change that to true. Because this doesn't apply to us, right? Don't enable in game start, or Ulfric will be missing his gag. That doesn't matter for us. We don't do Helgen. Option NPC weapons toggle. Cold variable, private NPC shield. True. That's fine. That's auto. Temp to interval. These are all fine. This is kind of determining how quickly the script fires, I'm assuming, or how frequently. Auto clip stays, NPC sleep weapons. No, this is all sensible. We might not need to change much with this one. NPC items. That's here, active while sleeping. So it's going to be like these settings. So, display coin purse, true. We're going to change that to false. Wow, this whole thing is for coin purse, eh? How about that? Thank God for good notation, documentation. You make this just a teensy bit smaller. CS:GO is my favorite game. Wow, can't believe it's being integrated into Ultimate Skyrim. Oh man, well Sacrilegious, if you're also messing with behavior stuff, that's pretty promising. Of course, Rachel. Sky SA is an animation. Oh yeah, I was literally Charmbarian's got you covered. Ooh, that would be cool. Zian Beaver. See, that's what I'm kind of thinking is like, so there's a couple sectors of the modding scene where a lot of stuff is happening right now. One of them is animations. Another one is trees. I guess I would say also, like, hopefully this isn't too, like, much effusive praise, but, like, Charmbarian's doing some kind of crazy work on the engine itself right now, so I would consider that kind of like a subsector unto itself. And in these cases where I know that a bunch of people are working on these things, and I know that they are definitely more familiar and more skilled than I am myself, it just kind of makes more sense for me to focus on the things that I need to do, that only I can do, and then kind of let them, do what they do, so to speak. Thanks for stopping by, Mike. Yeah, I mean, I think that the reverse engineer, that's what, when Charmbarian says cool RE stuff, he's referring to reverse engineering. This is like we'll call it a certain category of modding wizards who do like the craziest stuff. I talk about them often. But like Ryan, Fudgy Duff, I believe is his username, and Meh321, and basically everyone on the reverse engineering Discord, those people are always doing just the most insane things. I actually spoke to them not that long ago about my idea for implementing additional skills and making perks skill specific, and what they told me was very promising. I think it will be possible. I've not played Resident Evil 8 yet. I would very much like to, but I just frankly it's too expensive. I'm going to wait a little bit until it goes on sale, maybe. Oh yeah, Sacrilegious. And it's funny you say that, because I think we can all agree here that you are an extremely knowledgeable Skyrim modder, so it's nuts how many different, I guess, disciplines, subsectors you might say, there are. Like, there's so many different types of things you can mod in a Bethesda game. I mean, in most games, but especially Bethesda games, there's like mechanics and animations and just like basic modeling and textures. There's coding. I mean, coding's kind of involved in a lot of the different endeavors. Yes, exactly. Experimenting at the moment, creating a single unified cross-skill perk tree. That's interesting, Charmbarian. Yeah, I mean, I think that the $60 is worth it for sure, Demon Corp. It's just, it's a limitation for the moment. Maybe if I make Twitch partner, then we can look into it, right? Although it is a tax write-off, technically. I think for Twitch streamers or people who kind of make their living off of games or do a side hustle with games, you actually can write off video game purchases, which is pretty cool. Okay, ingredient satchel. I'm like torn on the ingredient satchel. I think it's like aight. But coin purse, I'm going to leave it off. I kind of like having stuff show up on your player that like you actually have equipped, especially if we kind of reintroduce bandolier type stuff. Do I know any good tutorials that introduce the basics of modding? Yes. Gopher has, a ton of amazing tutorials. Dark Fox has a ton of amazing tutorials. Gamer Poets, I'm pretty sure. I know that Gamer Poets has a ton of tutorials for helping people get like tools set up. I'm pretty sure I would like be very surprised if Michael from Gamer Poets does not have videos on like conflict resolution, which I think is the most kind of basic form of modding, you might say. Display ingredients, false. They would be a good place to start. Let's see here. Ingredient satchel, false. Force ingredients, I'm guessing that's over here. Who knows? Who can say? Potions. And I think, to be honest, I just think it would be weird. I like the idea that All Good allows you to like have potions on your person, right? I just don't think that it makes a lot of sense for like an adventurer or someone to like carry them there, or really to carry anything where it can be just easily kind of like nicked or like can easily fall off. And it kind of looks like they're floating there to me on like a lot of gear. So I prefer to disable these and then, you know, keep things like weapons and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat, Sacriletius, except for I am more of a skipped kitty than you are. I'm a skipped kitty, baby. Display NPC potions. Oh, so this is okay. So the coin the way that this is sorted, I understand. So NPC weapons, they're not divided in the code between player and NPC the way that they are in the MCM. Here, display coin purse, false. So I'm guessing there's also an NPC option in here. Yeah. Here we go. False. Like, who carries their coin purse on their like belt where you can just kind of like, hey, like, come get it? It's kind of strange. I don't think people would do that. It's kind of detail-oriented work. Display NPC ingredients. False. Guys, look. I'm such a sick programmer. Look at all the sick programming I'm doing. I love that Charmbarian. I've thought about stuff like that. Like, I know that there's a mod that adds like a similar thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. Maybe it was realistic capacity. But I thought it was really cool, and then I was like, am I getting micromanaging? I think it would be perfect if you have a system that offers like a proper delineation between like objects on your person and objects in your backpack, which is something I played with a lot, but I never really bothered to like implement, right? But if you could kind of get a solid implementation of that, I think it's like, I mean, there's plenty of quote unquote micromanaging things that I love in Ultimate Skyrim. It's just cool. I think in a weird way, like, I mean, I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but it probably, or I think it connects you to kind of like the world. It makes like those little realism touches, so to speak, make it really feel like what you're doing is like a part of a contiguous physical world. Okay, that's good. Display potions, that's the player. That means, yes, here's NPC. All my programming experiences in website design. I mean, that is definitely programming. Yeah, if I had my coin purse on my hip, it would definitely be in the front. It makes me think of when I was in England, this was like 2015, I was traveling with some friends at the time, and a friend of ours was like, make sure, like, when you're walking around in the really touristy parts, just like be wary of pickpockets, things like that. We're like, oh, for sure. And I remember Big Ben was directly to my right, and we were walking across the bridge that's right there. And all of a sudden I swear I like felt this, like, it was like my wallet was like slipping out of my back pocket. So I like turned around in a panic, and it was my friend just like fucking with me. Makes me laugh to think about it. Man, am I excited to be able to see friends again now that COVID is kind of, or quarantine is kind of, going by the wayside. Okay, scrolls. Where do the scrolls show up? This I'm actually going to check. Let's see. Scroll. Model basic. Because that could be fine. Help. Of. Two, 7, 1. Boom. I actually also don't know if it'll work properly because I didn't actually run the Xedit script the way that I'm supposed to yet. So I don't see it showing up, which really isn't its fault. Oh wait, there it is. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Although actually that's pretty cool. It seems like they updated this or something. It's like on the front. It's just like even here, right? Yes, that would be awesome, Charmbarian. That's what fanny packs are for. Gotta watch out for the Thieves Guild in England. Yes, of course. Your phone almost got stolen in London in a restaurant. Dang. So if you see, like here, don't get me wrong, conceptually, I think this is awesome. I love the idea of, you know, showing your equipment on your thing. But it's like, it's very clear here, like just kind of looking at a glance that this stuff, like, isn't, I don't know. It's like, I mean, it does have like a little, what's it called? Like leather strap, I guess. So it doesn't look that bad. But it just kind of looks like it's, like bolted on to the gear, right? And I don't know, for some reason that just kind of bothers me. So whoops. There we go. I think I'm just going to opt to not fanny pack mod when we need it. It's so, I mean, can you imagine a more usable item, piece of gear? The fanny pack. It's everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite accoutrement. Okay, whoops. I guess. Well, all right. Display scroll. Whoops. Whoa. That's some gnarly guar behavior. Oh yeah, that's right. Sacroletus, we were looking at like what your animation mod fixes. If you're also going to fix the guars, that would be cool. Display scroll false. False. For scroll. Now where's NPC? Here we go. False. What else do we got? I am such a coder. The torch might be cool. Where does it show up? Let's see. Test that again as well. Do I have a torch? Probably not. If it's not showing up. No, 1d4. Oh. Where's it going to be? Come on. Oh, does it have to be favorited? It does not. I see it back there. It's clipping with the satchel, but we don't actually have the satchel enabled in the script. So I can go in here, misc player. Let's get rid of the satchel, get rid of potions, see what it looks like. Come on. Well, for some reason it's still there. I think I'll pass anyway. I'm really in it for the weapons and the yeah, that is also true, Demon Corp. The campfire backpacks show the torches, and they're more like 2 scale on the campfire backpack, I feel like. False and false. Loot. Nah. All of these. Is it going to give us the NPC options, or is there one? Why the flute? The flute is false by default, and the drum, but not the other ones. Here we go. It's the magical growing torch, of course. Is the satchel from the armor set? You might be right. But I don't think so, though. I could be wrong. Man, chat goes too fast. How do someone explain this to me? How do streamers keep up with chat while also doing whatever the fuck they're doing? Like, there's no way. Well, how are you supposed to do that? I guess you kind of just glance every once in a while and like find something fun to respond to, or because I can't do it, that's for sure. Display Elder Scroll. I guess. That's less fun though. Use Chatterino. What is that? Yeah, I feel like if one person was chatting, I'd already be kind of struggling, right? Yeah, I mean, how often do you have an Elder Scroll on your persons? That one you can keep. The white file. Let's see. Like Azura Star. There's no way I'm keeping that shit on my person. You know what I mean? Display Elder Scroll True white file. Let's see what the white file. I mean, arguably the white file as well. I'll take a look at it just for fun, but add item. I guess the white file. Wow, look at that. We got to get that remodel, retexture. Yeah, see, I mean, it's cool. Just again, it's like, am I really going to keep something that valuable like right there? It's going to get bashed. It's going to get chopped. No bueno. What? What did I miss? But Azura Star does not actually disable even when you don't have it, because Lovely Phoenix fixed the conditions so that they are correct. However, I'm still going to disable it because same thing applies. Why do I have this on my belt? This extremely valuable Daedric artifact. No, sir. Separate app just for Twitch chat. Makes it easy to keep track of reading relevant things. Huh. Interesting. Thank you, Zohas. How does that work? Meridia's beacon just appears held on your arm. Yeah, it's like, where do you put Meridia's beacon, dude? It's like, hi, I'm carrying the beacon. Is my beacon. Okay. So that looks pretty good. I think that's everything. Or let's see what else we got that we haven't covered. All geared up. Miscellaneous player. So that's like all this shit. Oh man, I just for lunch I had a super burrito from Trader Joe's, which by the way, I went back into Trader Joe's for the first time in over a year. I love Trader Joe's, for those of you who don't know. I'm so happy to be back. Why is my camera down here? I can't see my cowlick then. Wait. How's that? Perfect. According to Todd, the tape used to fix it makes it indestructible. Of course. Lower backpack. Yes, I am vaccinated now. I'm vaccinated, and both Liz and I are outside of our, 2-week like inoculation period or whatever it is. So I am now comfortable going back into places, grocery stores. I don't try to hang around for too long, but at the very least, I'll go and do it. And I just missed, because Trader Joe's is like one of the few grocery places that doesn't really have like a delivery program. So we've kind of just opted out for a while. Toggle player weapons. I think that's it, right? This is all I really need to do. So you guys want to see if it works? Why don't we do that real fast? Just really quick, right? Let's compile. Let's recompile and then see. It's going to take us like 10 years. We'll only do this one, I think, maybe. Or we can do more if we want to. But we'll compile. We'll see if it works. Also, I'm sweaty again. It's hot in here. I have the option of opening my window, but then it's too loud in the room. Yes, now I'm invincible. Hello, the goat. We are not really doing a playthrough right now so much as just kind of dev work and testing. But what I will be doing in a quick second is compiling this script, and then we're going to jam it in, and we're going to see if it works. And then while we're in game, we're going to go around and look at the new and improved border gates, because that actually is important for gameplay. Well, if I can't lick public doorknobs, then really what's the point? You know what I mean? Hello, Handlock. A new face touches the beacon. Yeah, there we go. I'll just lick the toilet seats. I don't know if people definitively don't have COVID on their ass cheeks, so really, frankly, do I want to risk it? The answer is yes. Displays are a star false. Okay, so let's see. Where is my compiler? Let me grab... It should be in my utilities. I got... Did I pin the compiler? I did not. Papyrus compiler app. This is my personal favorite one. I should pin it, though. Shouldn't I? COVID ass. I love it. I love the concept. Okay. Now, we take this. We're going to put it here. And fingers crossed, we're going to start it. But I can't remember where this outputs to. In fact, you know what? Actually, I'm going to close this. I'm going to run it through Mod Organizer just to make sure. I think maybe it might put it in the folder for like PCA. I'm not actually sure. I could define it myself. I could tell it to go to overwrite, but it might actually not go to overwrite to begin with. Let me just double check real fast. Hold on. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I'm looking at my overwrite. My guess is it's going to end up here, but I'm not super sure. Oh my god. Chat is going off. Y'all are wild. Absolutely wild. Okay. Go here. And start. Fingers crossed that it works, because it doesn't always. And if it doesn't, I am certainly not going to troubleshoot it on stream, because I don't think that's super fun. Handlock, I am automating the MCM for all good, so that it has all the correct settings by default. Sorry, just punched the microphone. That's the other thing. When my hair's long like this, it kind of sits on my forehead, and it makes my forehead super oily. It'll give me acne. That might be problematic if it goes in the I wanted to update the existing script. We will see. Have my hair cover one eye. Never get acne on my forehead. Maybe I just need to like wash my hair more often. But I wash it every time I shower, which is definitely once a day. Totally. Yeah, well, so I actually used to have, maybe I can find like a picture. I used to have, people don't know this. If you saw me in person, you'd probably be able to tell. Or like sometimes my my beard covers it up. But I actually had like really, really intense cystic acne when I was younger. And specifically like in my cheeks, mostly. Which is, for those of you who have experienced acne or study acne, it's pretty abnormal. Most acne, facial acne, occurs in what they call the T-zone, which is like your forehead and then down here, so like kind of like your nose and also your chin, like there. And I did have acne there a little, but it was mostly in my cheeks, which is really weird. And it got really, really bad for a while. It was really unfortunate. And they put me on Accutane, which is really gnarly. It's like a very, very gnarly anti-acne medication, which was not super fun. It makes your joints hurt and it makes your lips dry out. It basically like reteaches your oil glands, like how to make oil differently or something. I'm not super sure if I'm... What? What? Variable NI override. Why? Is this because... Why would this be? Well, it looks like I'm missing some sort of library of functions or something. Accutane makers got sued because it caused severe liver... Oh, yeah. They tell you, like, do not drink on Accutane. It's like a big, big thing that they tell you. Which, I hear from some people that is like a... It's kind of like a what's the word? It's like overkill, right? I don't know if that's true or not. I think that it's generally best to listen to what your doctors tell you. I certainly did, and I was really bummed out about it because it was like my freshman year in college. All my friends are wasted, and I had to be like sober while everyone else is drunk. But eventually I wasn't on it anymore, and it worked for me, thank God. I mean, I would have done anything to get rid of that acne at that point, and it did work, which I was very thankful for. Anyone at Charmbarian, any idea why this might be happening? Variable NI override is undefined. Let me just give this a quick Google search. Here, I'm put it over here. Is there a Stack Overflow? Oh, Sex Lab. Yep, good thing I put this over here. Belongs to race menu. So force the compile. Not sure if I will have issues. Found in the SKSE plugins folder from race menu. Oh. Okay, that might be it. Let's see. Let's close this. Race menu. Are you... Aha! I think I might have found the issue, everybody. Race menu script sources. Right. Thank you. And it's here, but in a BSA. Oh, I need to update race menu anyway. Visit on Nexus. When was the last time this was updated? What? I have the latest version. Mod organizer. You're not... You don't know what's happening. The meta does not know what's happening. Which actually I think might be updated or fixed in like the newest version. I don't think it's really mod organizer's fault either. I think sometimes like the meta of these just is not correct. That's okay. We do have the latest version, so we're going to reinstall. And that's going to give us the option to extract the BSAs, which is a wonderful feature that has been added to mod organizer. Whoops. Yes, I would like to extract the BSA. And I'm hoping, is it going to give me the sources? I hope. I sure hope. Never drink alcohol. That's right, Sacroletius. Again, you are, I think that if you're in that position, you are better off overall. I think that drinking can be fun. It is a poison, that's for sure, from a physical standpoint. And certainly it is a... Please, sources. Yes! Thank you. Let's try this again. Certainly. I know, Sacroletius, you know what mod doesn't include the source files is Sky UI, and that's the one where you really need the source files if you want to compile your own MCM scripts. So I'm like, y'all, what are you doing? 90 mods that are just SDK mods with extracted sources. Oh yeah, I mean, I have the vanilla scripts here for that reason. I'm sure that I'll have to do it for some other ones as well. Okay. Attempt number 2. 3? 3. Sort of 3. We didn't try the first time, but I'll call it an attempt. I'll call it. There we go. Third time's the charm, everyone. Oh, is that so, Charmbarian? Because I did not know that. So I decompiled them myself. Okay, I heard that, and then I went looking for them, and I couldn't find them. Like, I'm really terrible with navigating GitHub to begin with, so it's probably my fault, but I couldn't find them, so I was just like, alright, fine, jeez, I'll just do it. Aren't the Sky UI guys kind of dicks, though? Are they? I didn't know that. Maybe I've heard that. Who's to say? It's hard to keep track of all the rumors. The rumors and hearsay that circulates among the community. Bum, bum, ba, ba, da, boom, boom, boom. Look, hold on. Here. Whoa, I can reach. Wait. It's our guy. There he is. Oh, Link. Wind Waker. Wind Waker Link. What a great Link he is. So expressive. So emotive. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've been doing this long enough to know that you really can't just what's it called? Even if you like have an instance of someone being kind of a dick, like it's really hard to holistically judge somebody based on a couple comments, I think, in most cases. And I think most of us would like, you know, I mean, depending on the comments also, you know, there are certain kinds of comments where you're like, okay, I mean, I may not be able to holistically judge a person at any point, but you can know pretty quickly it's like this is not the sort of person that I want to hang out with or like be associated with. But in general, I try to be, you know, just reasonable. Mm-hmm. Authored a reusable papyrus and Campfire Frost uses a modified version, never released the source. Oh no. You know what? I heard something about that, Charmbarian. Talking about Chesco having, like, I heard that if you try to recompile some of the or decompile and then recompile some of the Frostfall scripts. Yes! Works. How about that? Everyone, look, see? Problem solving. That's what being a modder is all about. We did it. Now we just got to see where the fuck it went. Let's find out. Does it say, by chance? Oh, here, we can check. Maybe? Okay, so I have that enabled. I don't get to see where the output directory is, but, you know, I found it once. I'll find it again. Ah, I understand. He is the missing link. Okay. Let's see. Overwrite? Maybe? Oh, there it is. Look at that. We did it. We did it, everybody. I am actually going to put... Well, actually, I'm... Okay, so a lot of people will... Ooh. That's not good. Although, I know that one of the other list authors actually already handed off a... like a customized NFF script for us, so maybe I can just edit that one. That would be cool. Moon runes. Okay. But what I was gonna say is, so for those of you who don't know, you can customize your executables here in Mod Organizer to... Oh, actually, no, there it is. You can customize your executables so that they output file. If they are going to output files, they will output them precisely where you specify, like into a mod or something like that, which is really cool. And there's a lot of instances in which you definitely will want to do that. However, I personally am just comfortable using the overwrite folder and just having it be the big dump folder where it's like, hey, did you make a new file? Guess where it's going to be? It's in overwrite. That just works simpler for me. Realize MCMs doesn't require recompiling PEX files. That's how hex editor typing allows you to change default file. Yeah, if you could edit the PEXs directly, Halgari, without forcing like a recompile of the source, that would be great. It would just cut that step out. Mutagen is nuts. That is wizardry to me. All right, now let's see if it works, everyone. You can see the magic in action, because it is all magic to me. I think computers are magic. How do you put a bunch of metals together in a box and somehow all of this is possible? Right? It's nuts. It's magic. Ah. Oh, man. Hope for the best. Yes, I think it'll work. If it doesn't work, I think it's going to work. It's a question of, did we get all the settings, right? Magic is science. Yes, magic is science we don't understand. What is that famous axiom? Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. You know who said that? It was Merlin. Merlin himself. The world's only ever confirmed actual wizard. Crazy. Who's that, Plot? I never heard of him. Yeah, it was Gandalf. That's another. It could have been. I don't know. In defense of the need to compile, it's way better that way and see the errors beforehand. That is true. I guess. I mean, I wouldn't trust myself. I would trust them to be able to just edit the pecs directly and, like, you know, it's chill, it's gonna work. And I guess for things like this, where it's like, you know, I'm practically just changing binary states or like simple variables and things like that. So I would trust myself with that. But generally speaking, I would be the exact sort of user that you're imagining, Rust, where I would need the safeguards that compiling kind of maintains. Yeah, Merlin was real, and he was a real magician, and he would hang out with King Arthur C. Clarke, and they were famous for being the first king/wizard pairing to go around the world in 60 seconds. It's true. And being lovers, yes. Famously so. Although the historians don't seem to think so. Weird. I've never read 2001: A Space Odyssey. I probably should, because I know... I mean, I love Kubrick, don't get me wrong, but I know that, you know... Not only are film adaptations oftentimes, you know, limited in unique ways, but also Kubrick is very particular with the way that he likes to adapt things, right? Yes, they were roommates, of course. Always roommates. Tech has probably replaced magic. Tell that to my Minecraft mod pack, eh? Could be. I know that I've known a few practicing Wiccans in my life. Who am I to say? I've never seen them try to do anything that is magical, right? So I would really not be able to say one way or another what exists, what doesn't. Don't know. Can't say. I feel like my Skyrim, maybe because I offloaded Skyrim, the app itself, it doesn't take long to load once it's in the game, but it does take a long time to launch. Yeah, we're waiting for Skyrim. I think it's because I moved Skyrim to my internal hard drive, which is the Skyrim, the application itself, whereas like all my modding stuff is still on my external SSD. I think that's made it take a long time. I should probably migrate it over. Back, I should say, but it's like I'm right on the heels of, you know, building this new computer. I'm just going to transfer everything over there anyway, so I'm lazy, didn't want to bother. Wouldn't take that long, though. Maybe I'll do it after this. Steam makes it so easy. I think Wiccan is less witchcraft. Oh, I actually didn't know that there was a difference. Although, here's the other thing. Sometimes when I go to launch Skyrim, it looks like it's launching, and it's not actually. Or, like, it'll be here, but it just never actually launches. So we'll wait a little bit, because sometimes it does take a long time. But, if it takes too long, then we'll restart the process. It'll be wonderful. It's just more time for us to hang out together, baby. And I can just read chat and not have to worry about missing a million messages. I can listen to the Wind Waker. Just hanging out. Oh, see, there it is. It was working. You know what, here, let me use this time really fast to fill up my water again. Be right back. Don't steal my SSD, please. Please don't steal it. I'd be very sad. I do keep somewhat, what's the word? Frequent backups, up-to-date backups, but, you know, I would still be very sad. Yeah, I think it's also, like, they're actually starting to lift. I live in California, for those of you who don't know. Our governor, his name is Gavin Newsom. He's a real fun figure. You know what's crazy? This is like a really weird, random aside. I might be like, hopefully this isn't like doxing myself. I'll be careful with the details. Well, okay, before I get ahead of myself. Our governor, I believe, is lifting the mask mandate soon, which, like, makes sense. I'm sure that eventually there's obviously going to be a point, perhaps, where no one's wearing masks anymore. And I know the CDC has come out and said that, like, you don't have to wear a mask if you are vaccinated, right? But at this point, for me personally, like, I really don't mind wearing my mask. I actually quite like my mask because it's got a Food Wars logo. It's got the Yukihira Diner on it, right? It's right here if you can see it. And it just, that part too, where I'm like, it's kind of like, I don't know, there's something kind of like nice about people not really being able to see my face as much. I don't know, it's like part of me likes the anonymity. But anyway, like, I think I just wear it because it, you know, I don't want to make anyone else uncomfortable too, because, like, they don't know I'm vaccinated, or, like, who knows, just if it helps, then I don't mind at all. Yeah, exactly what you said, Mulna. But anyway, so this is what I was going to say. Here's some hot tea, some goss for you. So Gavin Newsom was the mayor of San Francisco for a long time. My aunt she lived in San Francisco for like 30 years, 35 years. And her neighbor in the same condo unit as her was Gavin Newsom. Like, Gavin Newsom had an affair with his aide's wife. That wife, and I guess the aide, presumably, were my aunt's neighbors. So, like, I knew that lady. Her name is Ruby. She seemed, you know, nice enough. And I mean, she had, like, a pretty cool, like, thing in 2018 where she basically was like, I was an alcoholic at the time. It was a really stupid thing to do. I apologize for it. And yeah, it's crazy. Like, his aide's wife, like the aide to Gavin Newsom was this dude. I guess Gavin Newsom and his wife, and then the aide and his wife were like friends, you know, right? And then Gavin Newsom and Ruby had an affair, and it was like this whole, you know, I only am comfortable saying this because this is like old news. This is like 2008. Otherwise, you know, I try not to, you know, gossip about people, but I couldn't believe it. I was like, I knew who Ruby was. And then I didn't connect them until, I don't know, like a few years ago. And I was like, holy shit, that's that Ruby? Like, oh my God. It was just kind of like a wild. Oh yeah, sorry. Not AIDS, like his aide, like his assistant's wife, I should say. Not his aide's wife, whatever that would be. Yes, that is what I meant. Sorry. All right, shall we jump in? I need to start a new game. And we will see. Look at this Miss Imperial lady. Hello. Oh, I was like, are her eyes missing? I'll have to learn how to do that. There you go. Stay away from the drama, play Skyrim. I do hard cardio and a proper filter mask. I know it is definitely possible. With this particular mask, I realize if I breathe in very intensely, we'll say, then sometimes it goes and it gets like stuck in my mouth. So probably this would not be. If I had one of those masks that's like, you know, kind of has like a structure to it, I guess you might say, instead of just kind of this one. You guys know what I mean? Like a frame. I don't know how else to describe it. I bet that would work. Okay. Are those crows above Skyrim? Do I still have that enabled? I cannot remember. Yeah, there you go. A real gas mask. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to hit enter. I could probably still load up the... I mean, we need to check the rest of the... Ow! Dawn Guard quests for sure. And I still have that save, which should work. But before we do anything like that, I would like to test these border gates. I want to see what they look like. Envy your ability to restart Skyrim as many times as such patience. Worry about starting old Sky, getting invested. Yeah, I think you know what it is for me. Yeah, you could Oh, is that so? Hazard, I did not know that. Well, oops. Let me see here. No, we good. Please get out of the way. Text. All right, let me see. Let's see how we did, everybody. That part we actually... Okay, well, wait. Nope, that's... Okay, so that's correct. Look it. Wow. It worked for the NPC. That's all correct. Coin purse. I think the only thing we left enabled was, yeah, the Elder Scroll. Look, everybody, it works. It's magic. Crazy. Super nuts. Up. Okay, Requiem's installing. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Oh, so I started to say this, and then I got sidetracked by my my Trader Joe's business. When I ate a super burrito, which is delicious. It's like one of the many quality products from your local Trader Joe's. Super burrito is like a great like lunch or snack or whatever you want to kind of call it. It's got a bunch of ingredients. One of the ingredients, I think, is like a pesto sauce. So it is unfortunately the type of food item that sticks with you for the rest of the day, if you catch my drift. Does Ultimate Skyrim use Savage Skyrim? Is Savage Skyrim the mod that overhauls the meshes or like the skeletons for a lot of the animals? Am I remembering that correctly? Yes, Game Master, Roroni, all good. Roroni? That wouldn't be a Kenshin reference, would it? I can't remember if it does right now. I very like, at least some of the individual ones it does, I think. Right? But, I would need to add in more. Oh, uh-oh. Is this still, like, the Majestic Mountains Moss ESP, I wonder? Because that thing is having some problems. Oh, thank you, Molna. See what I did there? I just God moded myself right before I took damage. I'm such an expert streamer. Yes, it is. Something about this Moss ESP just does not. It doesn't like it. I'm gonna have to go see what's the yeah, midair TGM. I should have 360 no scope today. Rust, are you? Oh fuck. Totally a Kenshin reference. Hell yeah. I feel you. Big fan myself. I respect it. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to... We're going to we can't fast travel. Maybe we can. Requiem MCM. What's the deal? It's not Dindulod. Dindulod actually isn't even enabled right now. So I don't know exactly what the issue is, but probably what's happening is I have the Majestic Mountains Moss plugin supposed to add like moss decals to several of the textures. Clearly something is happening where either a texture path is not correct, it's like mapped incorrectly, or something where the game is missing a texture. It's trying to call a texture that is not where it expects it to be. Parallax glitches. Well, maybe I'm wrong then. I thought this was SE's way of displaying a missing texture, Charmbarian, but I could be wrong. I'm often wrong for all kinds of things. I would hate to spread misinformation. Let me... Oh, this is what I was going to do. I get sidetracked so easily. Y'all know this. Requiem. Probably atmosphere. Fast travel allowed. Okay, just for, you know, for ease's sake, for convenience's sake. And then we're going to do this. All map markers shown. Wow, look at all the map markers. And now we are going to test the stuff. Interesting. Well, wow, that's... Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. I know that you're right because we have a... I can think of a missing texture. The bug, the spider spit right now is a missing... Uh-oh. Who's fighting? And why? Okay, hold on. Before you guys fight... That didn't work. Hold on. You. Stop. You. Stop. Uh-oh. No, it's going to give him a free hit. Oh! All of you. Stop. Please. Oh. Well, okay. Uh-oh. We got dark faces from guarded borders. I can fix that, but I don't want to right now. And this must have unique border gates all. So I'm guessing these peeps started fighting. I mean, I'm sure it's factional relations. Oh, these are all tinted face. Yeah, well, so this is the unique border gate, right? This bad boy right here. Oh, wow. Oh. Where the fuck? Where is this sending me? What the hell? Is this like the other... What? Am I just literally on the other side in the same cell? I think I am, because that's the same reference. Okay, so if I clip through here... Yeah, okay. Well... Weird. And then if I open this gate, that means it'll just be open. Okay, and then this is the one that's unique border gates. And... Where'd it go? Who can say? Odd. Well, something is... we figured this out yesterday. Something is allowing these areas to be explorable, which is really funny. It's kind of fun, actually. And there's just no road. Beautiful, though. I still think these trees are really nice. I don't, again, like, I wouldn't sacrifice them for the purpose of, or for the sake of Aspens Ablaze, because Aspens Ablaze is just beautiful, but they are beautiful themselves as well. Wow, look at this grass. It feels like, I know that there's nothing over here, right? But part of me is just like holding out hope. Like, what if there's something? Look at this. Let's go back to Tamriel, everybody. Yeah, we got orange and yellow. Oh, of these trees. They would be pretty good. But, I mean, have you seen, Derpius, you've seen, of course, the Aspens Ablaze, right? I bet you that's what's happening, Game Master Roroni. I mean, maybe they're making, like, an any edit. Yeah, doesn't it? And, like, look at this. It's just, doesn't it give you that feeling that you first had when you played Skyrim for the first time, right? Where, the whole world is your oyster, and who knows what's around the next bend. Listen to that exploration music that we got playing in the background, right? Yeah. Yeah, Sacroledeus, I imagine it would. Thank God for that, frankly, because now that, wow, look at this. There's a real chance that we can kind of expand beyond the world space in a worthwhile way. Look, we're going to Cyrodiil, everybody. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Sploosh. Huh. Weird. This isn't what I remember Oblivion looking like. And that was said in Cyrodiil, right? Oh, no. It's going to make me... Okay, hold on. Not stamina. Movement speed. Speed molt. Let's go. We'll go 1,000. This will allow us to explore Cyrodiil as well. And like we're flying, which is pretty cool. Is it fine that your game stutters when loading something? You mean my game or your game? Because if mine, I would say so. I have a pretty... The load on my computer is pretty heavy right now. It's a pretty old computer at this point, and I'm streaming, so it is definitely having... And also, I have the main game on my internal hard drive, while the mod stuff is on my external, so there's plenty of reasons why that would happen for me. Whoa, this is weird. This is crazy. Why is the terrain, like, changing? Yes. Ah, yes, Cyrodiil. Right, isn't it, Molna? I remember that being the case, so that's why I actually kind of wanted to come out here. I'm wondering why the terrain is, like, deforming as I get close to it, though. Weird. If only. You know, one day, beyond Skyrim, right? There's actually the Oblivion Tower down south below Falkirk. That's right, we're way too far. We're like, going into a Morrowind right now, really. Remove it, right? Am I wrong? This would be, let's see. This is, yeah, so here's Sky. So, yeah, this would be like Morrowind. And this would be like where Vardenfell is, right? And then this would be Cyrodiil. See, so it's not the game's fault. I have seen that, Sacriletius. No, Hammerfell is over here. Hammerfell is on this side. Because this would be like High Rock. And then this would be like Hammerfell. And then, like, Hammerfell is on the very western side, right? And then this would be like Cyrodiil, and then it should go further than this, really. But then over there would be, let's see. Over there would kind of be like Elsewhere and Valenwood. I can't remember. I think Elsewhere is on the right, and then Valenwood's on the left. So this would be Valenwood, I think, and Elsewhere. Don't quote me on that. And then the Somerset Isles would be like over here, maybe kind of off the landmass. That's why they're called the Isles. Naturally. And then Black Marsh is over here. That's your Tamriel geography school. Okay, well, I think Morrowind is pretty big. It's probably among the bigger. Skyrim's pretty big too. In fact, here, let's look at a map. Right here. I don't have to do it on my phone. I can do it on here. Tamriel map. Here. You can see the map. Boom. I was going to say that, I guess Skyrim is comparatively not that big. Cyrodiil's pretty large. Morrowind's pretty large as well. I guess they're the two biggest, aren't they? Hammerfell's pretty large too. But yes, the Morrowind has that whole, like, this part. The part of the landmass that you don't get to play when you are playing the actual game Morrowind, unless you count the Tribunal expansion, which takes you specifically to Mournhold. Elder Scrolls is rad, right? Okay, so I think, for whatever it's worth, I think that if we keep using Skyrim's, or unique border gates, rather, hold on, let me get rid of this. Unique border gates, it's definitely going to give us problems with guarded borders, right? We just went to this one, so that means we can try here, Dunmouth Pass Gate. Morrowind, yes, covers the entire eastern border. Right, Sacriletius, that would be so cool. Yes, that is true. Try and bear. Oh, fuck. I forgot that I am very fast and also no-clipped. There we go. There's problem one. There's problem two. Look, we're regular now. Oh. Brutal. I thought this was like a living person. Okay, so in this is unique border gates, right? It turns it into kind of like a battle, which is, weird. It's cool. I think What I might actually do is opt for the regular gates with guarded borders. This isn't as bad. Maybe they don't put anything here. Or maybe they do. Am I in like a... Hello? Ow. What the fuck? You're such a dick, dude. I was just saying hi. I'm gonna kill you now. Boom. Ice wolves are hard. Do I have my field of view adjusted? I think so. Yeah, okay. We good. Okay. Let me see. What is... Is this also unique border gates? No, that's Skyrim. Okay. And then, oh my god. Who put this here? This is... Okay, this makes more sense that this is here. This is a problem. My man Frost Troll... What, you can't get up there? I guess it's not so much a problem if he can't get up there. Do you not know? Is this not nav meshed or something? Also, wait, Sacriletius, so in this whole borders consistency patch, the author credited you with helping with the nav meshes. So did you work on this? At least I'm pretty sure that was, he credited you. And then of course this is vanilla. This is that little bandit camp of sorts. Trader's Post. Wonderful. Hello. Okay, so that one's a little interesting. I mean, stairs are intimidating, you know? Here, we'll just, I forgot that we have these on. The mod that gives me the extended console information is, what is it called? I always forget. Not console commands extender. Anyone remember? Nice. More informative console. Thank you, Charmbarian. Damn. A long time ago. Man, that's crazy. You know what's weirder? That 6 years ago was 2015. That fucks with me. That's weird. Oh yeah. Without that, you can do so much with more informative console. It really is a godsend from like a modder's perspective, right? Forgotten Vale. Oh, that's where the Forgotten Vale is? I actually didn't know that. Okay, so this is one of them, I think. Thanks, Luca. We are doing good. Yeah, I feel you, Molna. I think you have a lot of people feeling the same way as you. Okay, no one's fighting. Nice. Who are you? Hold borders consistency patch. Cool. And is this the... Oh, wait, no. This is just a random border, like, border outpost. This is not, like, border of the province, I don't think, right? Because if I can still go this way to, like, the Forgotten Vale, is it? I don't even know. Here. About 500. 500 is a reasonable speed. Whoa, okay. Here we go. Where does this go? Nowhere. Is this supposed to be like, what, Pale Pass or something? There's Castle Volkihar. Alright, well, I'm a little confused by that, but that's okay. Where? Deep Folk Crossing? Understone Key. That's just Markarth. Okay. I'm trying to figure out... I need to bring up the... Hold on. Here's what I'll do. I'll bring up the page for... What is it called? Not holds consistency. Border consistency patch. Hold borders consist. That's where it is. Wait, are these different? Or are these the same? Hold borders consist. Up. Oh. Okay. Dunno. Okay, Pale Passport. Okay, Silgrad Pass. We've been to this one, and we've been to this one, and we've been to this one. So we need West of Solitude, Frostbound near... Okay, no, that was correct, I guess. I guess this was the one that was weird to me to begin with. Okay, so I guess south of Helgen, near Fort Newgrad, Pale Pass border. Alright. So one concern that I have here, am I still... Yeah, I'm going to go back. One concern that I have is that it looks like... So this is like a border. I think that it just kind of seems like the guards are just kind of like standing around. It doesn't seem like they have like a sandbox AI or anything. Current package. Foreign location information. I'll take a screenshot of that just to see. But I mean, it could be that, okay, as an alternative, it could be that they are properly sandboxing or have a proper sandbox package, but they also don't have any sort of sandbox markers nearby to do anything with. That is an option. Whoa. Uh-oh, I've killed my frame rate again, just like that one time. What is happening now? Oh my god. Something. Remember this happened with the soul gems the other day, and then it just suddenly stopped, and we were like, what the hell was that? Well, it doesn't seem like it's suddenly stopping. You try guarding the borders in short sleeves. Oh, there it is. Now we're good. Right, so this guy... It's like maybe that script is not firing for some reason, because his name isn't being updated. He won't even look at me. Something about these NPCs is... There it goes. Weird. Maybe it's like some script lag. Who can say? I can't turn. What is happening? I've broken the game somehow. And I'm really not... Yeah, something is odd here. Maybe I broke the game by going so far out of bounds. Because now I'm like, I literally cannot... Oh, that is a good... Hold on. You're right. Holy shit, pumpkin cake. I'm an idiot. And apparently that stopped me from like turning around. So now they're... Okay, much better. Whew. See? That's why testing is important. And also to test properly instead of what I'm doing here, I guess you might say. Alright, so we got to check the one near Helgen. And then I think that's the last one. Hold, Riverwood border, Helgen, Pale Pass border. I guess that's it. Pale Pass gate, Cyrodiil border outpost. That I don't know. I really can't say. I have no idea why toggling the AI allowed me to start turning again. Okay, so we've got some other tinted faces. It looks like the guarded borders peeps seem to have some issues. And the unique border gates, gate to the Pale Pass. Why is this door a weird color? Or maybe it's the parallax issue that Charmbarian mentioned. Dunno. So same thing, this is going to go out of bounds in the game world. It's meant to be snowy, eh? That's strange. If so. We can close that. And so this part's relatively fine. Like, this is pretty cool right here, right? Oh, shit. Hold on. That's... Okay, I got caps lock. Here's something that's kind of annoying to me. I don't like that caps lock in the console pretends as though you are... holding shift. I don't know why it does that. Whoa, take it easy. Okay, you are... Okay, Obsidian Mountain Fogs. Guarded borders, unique border gates. So, well, that's kind of a problem. Hey, puppy. You can obviously see some clipping here. Unique border gates. Well, it's not the end of the world if every single if every single one of these like starting options is not perfect in terms of like there being an outpost there, it being guarded or whatever, right? What are all of these? This is all unique border gates, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, of course, Tayson. Thanks for hanging out. Essential dogs, huh? This is a pretty cool entrance scene. Look at that. And that's with Dindulot off. We don't even have it installed right now. Okay, so I like this one a lot. But I'm wondering, I want to see what happens now that we've done all this. Hello, buddy. Let's see what happens if we remove... These are all guarded borders. Yeah, you can see it's kind of like in the way. So we got to try it with and without... Or sorry, without guarded borders. And then also without... the other one. The main one. Immersive holds border or whatever it's called. And then... Or the... Unique border gates, rather. Yeah, it's a good dog, right? Beautiful. I found it the other day in the random old, it's like what obscure mods that no one's talked about thread on Skyrim mods. All right, well, I don't see anything here from like the holds consistency patch, so that makes me wonder. Like we just read here, right? Adds hold border camps near each of battle anything directs blah 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 further inland these gates. Okay, west of Solitude near Pine Frost Tower. That's not the one. Okay. South of Helgen, Pale Pass border. Is that different? Oh yeah, okay, so that's this one. Interesting. It really is like way inland. Am I not supposed to be able to access like any of what I was just at? Okay, so that's just like this little guy. That's all right. I understand. Well, then here's the thing. Also, what's... Oh my god, what is happening? Never seen this before. What the hell? It's like there's a missing texture coming from the... Oh my god. The sunlight. What is happening? Is this a weather thing? Oh, I guess so. Well, it could be the obsidian weather. Yeah, or it could be. Don't go towards the light. It's too early. Huh. Oh, look, the wolves are killing a thing. Oh, no. I think it's possible that it's the Obsidian Weathers add-on. I feel like if that was just vanilla Cathedral Weathers, it would have been caught by, like, Johnny Wang and the gang. Johnny Wang and the gang. That's really fun to say. I've never said that before. Get out of here. Get out of here, dogs. You're not welcome here. Well, you are, but I'm still going to kill you. Please. Alright, well, that's all fine. So basically, do you... Okay, then I actually don't know. I was going to say, I hope I don't have to get rid of the Obsidian Weather add-on, because I like it a lot. I don't know what that was, to be honest. I've never seen it before, but if it pops up again, we'll try and diagnose it. Is this like dust? What is happening here? What the fuck is going on? I feel like I broke the game by going too far away, maybe. Yeah, when I die, if I die, the team can just pick up where I left off. Nice, Game Master Run. So we actually do use most of these, or... So undiscovered means unknown. And red dots on enemies, that we definitely do already. People are strangers, we sort of do. I use the real names implementation of that. It looks like we're in a sandstorm. This looks like what's it called? The weather from Solstheim. Address unknown I actually used to use, and I don't anymore, just because I found that it made things like a bit too confusing for I mean, frankly, for me, and then also for some other users as well. But that one's still like a, you know, maybe inclusion kind of thing. And to your face, we definitely do use. So that's like 3 out of 4, right? Or will use, I should say. All right. Well, that's all cool. All right. The next step, what I would like to do, well, let's do this as well. Let's visit a few of the borders to see what they're like for this mod, just to see if this is something that's going to cause us some trouble, right? My name is Dylan. Is your name Dylan? Dylan's in the chat. Ayo. Ow. Oh, man. Such a thing where the snow stops falling from the sky, the wind blows around like a sandstorm. I mean, that could be, but it looked like dirt, right? Ooh, beautiful. Oh, I forgot that, what's it called? This is, like, pretty decent, I suppose. Where do they sleep? What do they eat? This guy's up here. That's, like, pretty cool, I suppose. But it's also kind of like, why is this here? Who put this here? Unless they built it for the border crossing. Oh, wait a second. What is... No, that's a, Isn't that like a, mage fort? This is the punishment border. So, it does, like... There needs to be, like, some sort of camp. Is there a camp nearby? Let me see. Fort Sunguard. There's no way that this is not occupied by, like, bandits or mages or some shit like that. Let's find out. Let's go up the hill. You guys want to see what some of the new, sand is just really warm snow? I like that idea very much. I think this is one of the expanded forts. This is a new feature for the special edition version. A lovely mod called the Forts of Skyrim Rebuilt. Thanks for hanging out, Rachel. I don't like sand. Where have I heard that before? Who is here? Oh, man, mountaineering. Look, here's some moss on the rocks. That's working properly. Okay, so we got this. Wow, that's pretty fucking cool. There's Whiterun over there, I want to say. Maybe? No, wait, where am I facing? Yeah, it is, right? Yeah. You can't claim them yet, but I would very much like to add a feature like that, right? From some of those frameworks mods. Fort Sunguard, Weeblet. Get in this way. Oh, why is my stamina all bad? Probably because I just climbed a mountain. Got lots of stamina. Oops. Force Av. Force stamina. Uh-oh. Got insert on. You guys ever have a moment when you were a kid, right? Why is it so dark at the top of the hill? Oh, let's find out. The ENB I'm using, Tayson, is, yes, that is an Anakin Skywalker line. Sorry, I was just taking the piss. Talking about why is it dark up here? Well, at least for right here, it's because this is all casting this in shadow. Right there. So I'm assuming, based on where the lighting that I can see, and because of the shadows on the left and the right, that the sun is over there. We can confirm that, but I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, there's the sun there. This EMB, sorry, Tayson, is it's Zangdar's edit of Rudy for Cathedral Weathers. So this is all dark because this is all in shadow right here. And which the reason that happens, CP, is because of the beautiful, the wonderful. Oh my God, what was that? You see that? Those arrows. Dynamic, volumetric lighting and sun shadows is what makes that possible. I have no idea, Handlock. Ah, those are just strays. Stray arrows. Oh, shit. Who are they? Oh, God, they got him. What is that, like a bandit? What's happening down there? Ah, whoa, that's bright. I think Fort Sungard is one of the ones that is edited. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that the lighting is nuts because of DVLASS, I believe it is. Just the idea that like mountains can cast shadows, right? Oh, thank you, Tayson. Either way, I mean, that might be related to what it is, right? So, like, I'll keep an eye out if it happens again. Here we go, Fort Sungard. Well, I was thinking maybe this would be, like, where they were placed. Hold on, let me get rid of this obsidian mountain fog. Nah, okay, this is all regular. Is this? Yeah, Forts of Skyrim Rebuilt. So, the Forts of Skyrim Rebuilt, in my opinion, is a very cool mod. It just kind of builds out some of these forts to be a bit more realistic in terms of their defenses and also in their size. It's pretty rad. I wanted to show that off. This one is, I mean, that border is, what's it called? It's not, like, so bad to fix the whole, like, why is there no place to sleep or no food? You just add in a couple things. But I was hoping that the mod author would have kind of done that themselves, right? But that's okay. Let's check out some of the rest of them. We got to get like a general feel for what these are like. So we're at this one. Because some of them I imagine are pretty cool. And like there's a real functional reason to have like more guarded borders. It's kind of fun, not only from just like a dynamic interactions perspective, right? Just kind of wandering the game world. Like we just saw there, whoever went to fight those guys. Ooh. Like we got to see like a little fight break out. Are you guys the border guards? I don't know. No, I think they're just like a random patrol. This looks a little weird. Why'd you join up with the Legion? But it also makes crime like a little bit more interesting, right? Because now you have to kind of be mindful of where the border spots are and kind of, you know, like avoid them. What was that? Like this little spot. Yeah, it seems like a couple of these, like, well, there's not really much consideration. Are you guys familiar with, whoa, and then this you can just clip right through the top of. That's not good. Hold guard ESP. This one feels a little superfluous, doesn't it? Also, why do you have what kind of cloak is that? Just like a blue linen one? Whatever. What's the name of the fort? The fort mod is called, Forts of Skyrim Rebuilt. Yeah, I would actually really like that. Voluminati. Why is the Nirnroot? Oh, it's got to be Skyrim 3D trees. Or 3D plants, maybe. Yep, that's it. I would like that a lot. There's a minute step in that direction where, like, there's that new mod that makes it so that if you take damage on a slope, you do fall. Which makes it at least a little bit more perilous to, like, pull that kind of shit, right? Slip off slopes, that's the one. Yeah, or slaughter your way to the next hold if you're wanted. I like the concept, but I mean this, and like that's very clearly like a Whiterun wall. It's like kind of weird, and it's just kind of stupid when like you can just go around. Like it's right there. Like look, wow, I did it. I evaded the guards. So I don't know about some of these. This is what I was kind of concerned about, right? Because really all I wanted to do was make the border gates more interesting for the purpose of providing like you know the new game start, right? And I think that we've mostly done that between those two other mods. We will see. Let's see here. We'll check Barley Dark, Granite Hill. That's where I am. Falkreath Hold. That would be great. That actually makes you fall on any fall damage. Oh. Dang. You know, actually, Requiem edits that as well so that you not only take damage way faster. What I mean by that is, like, you don't have to fall as far before the damage threshold kind of kicks in, right? I'm assuming this is from, yes, Hold Guard. So for some of these, it's like they bother to do it, and for other ones, not so much. Which I don't really understand. And, like, the placements are not weird because of the mod itself, but just because of some of the flora that we have going on. And I also... Can I see if they respawn in more informative? PC level molt, corruption, blah, blah, blah. Guess not. That would be cool. Form location? Nah. Okay, well... I like this concept, for sure. Let's see, you. But yeah, I would really like that a lot. Yes, I mean, that's the other bit, Molna. Kind of getting to... It, like, makes the game easier in a sense, but I think it's a little bit more beginner-friendly. And it just kind of very clearly illustrates that, like, hey... There's guards around in places, and they will help you if you try to... or if you're being chased by enemies or whatever. It does also seem, though... Let's see what this lady does, because remember we saw when this is an immersive roads patrol, or actor, and then remember they also got a little donked by the first border that we checked out yesterday. Uh-oh, what's that? This prisoner's run off. Woo. Who's fighting? Imperials, it seems. Beautiful. This has got to be near, it's like, this is fine. I like this. Nice plot. That is awesome. I like this little fence here. Like, this is all very cool. I'm just afraid, like, why is your guys' pathfinding getting broken? Or maybe not pathfinding, but, like, AI? Or are you just hanging out here? You are an improved... Yeah, okay. You're improved roads NPC. I don't know why it's messing them up, but that is a problem. Right. I could see that, Trimbarian. I know people do like to... what's it called? Oh, here we might get some sort of indicator what's going on. Current package. That's weird. Well, and I can't say that this is like the mod's fault. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a save right here. And we can try without it and see what happens. It looks like she's trying to do something. And I'm betting no matter how long I wait, I don't think it's going to be a... Yeah, I don't think it's going to change anything. Ooh. Here, I'm going to pause our... delightful Great Sea music. Here, we'll fade it out. Really cool, right? Wow, professional. That's what you guys get. That's professional streaming right there. That's not true. That's just an audio fade. But now I can crank up the audio and we can get some delicious Skyrim audio. How about that? Immersion. It looks like she's trying to do something, and like she can't. And the same thing was happening with the other guards, or the other patrols. So, this is, I mean, frankly, this is the exact kind of shit that we needed to test for, right? Which is why I bothered to do this, right? Right? We went to all 4 of these. What else we got? Understone Keep. Ragnvald. Everyone loves Ragnvald. Falkreath Hold. Riverwood Border. Yes, Dwester, that is pretty much correct. It is. So, I mean, I would say it is both a port. It's more like a sequel, if I'm being honest. Ultimate Skyrim SE is very similar to the Legendary Edition version in a lot of ways. There's a lot of the same mods, but there's also some mods removed. There's other mods added. And in general, it is just intended as a continuation of the project. Okay, so we got these. And this is where? Up. Yeah, okay. New Riverwood. So these peeps, let's see if you guys encounter any problems. Because you are in... Oops. Immersive patrols? God, the Obsidian Mountain Fox. Yeah, you're immersive patrols. So let's see what you guys are going to do. You're going to also get stuck, it seems. A remaster, a reimagining, yes. I think sequel, a special edition, if you will. The torchless in the dark part. Oh, wait, no, here we go. Where are you going? I think they actually do this as like part of their AI package, like they do something down here by the river. But I just want to make sure. Where are you guys going, actually? You like hang out for a second. Oh yeah, he's mining. Right. I want to see if they can go through. I hope that they will hurry up and then go so I can see. That would be really nice. Ooh. Pretty. Uh-oh. Whoa. You scared. Ah. Whoa! Mid-air shot, baby. Nice. You've done great work here, my friend. God, I wish we could get rid of that light limit so badly. Still? Come on, please. What if I want to use it instead? Will that stop you? Ah, come on. Help, pickaxe for wep. Add item E3C161. Nice. Okay, now this is mine. No, I'm using it. Well, you can't just kick someone off it the way you can in, what's it called? Well, on a forge. No, I'm using it. Oh my god, Lonnie. Whatever. Maybe we'll have another opportunity to test this. See, like this one's cool, and they're close enough to Riverwood or what. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be the Fall Creek border. I just feel like every one of these should have, you know, like supplies or like furniture or just little things like that that kind of show you that it's occupied and lived in and whatever. And it's just kind of strange to me that some of them do, sort of, some of them don't. I'm like, what's the deal? And also, you could make the argument that if you have too many structures, like every so often, right, like in the wilderness, it can eliminate or it can disrupt that feeling of like wilderness, right? I'm not saying that's like happening here, you know, because it's so close to like Riverwood. I think that you wouldn't necessarily expect it. But, I don't know. Hello, wolves. Shush, go away. Realistic AI overhaul. Are you referring to RAID? Realistic AI detection plot? Because if so, then yes. So yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's cool. Where else? Where else? Where else? The Pale. Yeah, like, it doesn't have to be some sort of fortified thing. I'm not worried about that. It's like, look, if there's guards living here, there needs to be evidence of that. You know, like, guards eat food. Guards need a place to sleep. We've got a border here. This is pretty cool. I like it. I mean, ideally, they should have, like, eating and sleeping packages. Right? I mean, this... Oh, building materials. Oh, it's Helljarken Farm.
Someone
of course.
There? Ha!
Ah.
Found you.
No, sorry. Please. Goodbye. So this is like fine. Hell drive, like that's, you know, this is all fine. That's okay. Like there's no cool name. Cards are Amazon workers. They should unionize. You're right. They should. Oh, where are you going? Yeah, it doesn't seem like they have AI packages to kind of handle any of that stuff. Which is weird. It feels like they should. Unless we're just assuming that they, like, you know, go somewhere else. But I don't know. That would make it a lot more realistic to me. And unfortunately, it seems like a lot of these don't really have that. Scope crepes. Which AI amount are you referring to? Realistic AI detection? Because that's the only one that I know that I can think of. Okay, cool. I like this. See, the issue is I like them. Let me see. I want to see if they ever do anything different. 2,000. Is anyone gonna ever go to sleep? Or you guys just kind of like hang out here? Oh, look at those shadows. It's cool. Yeah, you could be right, Derlighter. Looks like he's moving, so I'm gonna let him. No, he just kind of hangs out. Huh. And then you have stuff like this where it's like very obvious kind of repeating asset tiling. Tisk tisk. My man's. He's got two spots that he likes. He likes to stand here or he likes to stand here. You know, I get it, bro. Sometimes you just got your favorite spot. All right. And then there's another one down the road, right? Up the road. Guess that way. Let's find out. Yeah, I mean, they're extremely... Like, anyone who can stand there for that long, like, brother, you need to be getting paid, because that's not easy work. Speaking of which, let's stand up, shall we? Oh, it's true. See, look, I'm humanized, too. I like to think that my character is a vanilla barbarian. Ah. Oh my god, it's hot in here. Hold on. Let me turn on. I know why it's hot. It's because the heater is on. It's not playing, but... Playing? It's not running, but it is, that means the cooling is not on, so it's just a teensy bit hot. It's like, man, turn on the heater. It's not playing anymore. Who turned off the heater? Alright, let's see this one up the road. So, what I'm kind of taking from this, right, is, that it's a pretty cool concept that is unfortunately not exactly where I'd hope for, like, execution purposes. Like, see, there's stuff like this where it's like, it's pretty decent, you know what I mean? This little spot. Like, clearly there's, like, a guard. Clearly that's where they sleep. There's still not much in the way of food, which I believe is an important question to answer. I started to say this earlier. Sriracha on the table for when I get parched, of course. Also, there's sriracha at the top of this. Ew. Delicious. Ooh, spicy. So it's like it's almost there, right? But it's not quite there. And like, if it takes, like, this takes, like, kind of a... I could always add it in, and it's not, like, a huge deal. We just add it in later, right? But I don't know. Why are these, like... I guess that kind of makes sense. Second guard. What, do you guys both sleep in the same... You only need one sleeping bag for the two of them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then we've got a, this is an Imperial patrol. Oh! Jeez. Is this an Imperial fort? You're an immersive patrol. And also, if it, if it's actually breaking improved roads, you know what I mean? That part's a little less clear to me, what's happening there. Let me check, just to make sure. If I check the Falkreath Hold border, and there's a lot of them. Ooh, one right next to Angus Mill. 2 seconds. I'll check this one out. So I'm gonna have to make like some game time decisions. But yeah, like that. Then we're talking about actual scope creep, right? Like sitting down. What is that red? Right there. You guys see that? You got red on you. What is that? Weird. That's when it becomes something that you actually kind of have to fix, right?
We know who you are, so you better come with us right now.
I don't think
Yeah. Does she have a tinted face?
I don't have time for this.
No,
foolishness.
she's
Now
kind
come
of looks
along
strange to have a
quietly,
red
and we
guard
won't
woman
have to
with
get
blonde
involved.
hair like that.
Brother, I think she's telling the truth.
I'm not going to
Hold on.
back off before I do something drastic.
She doesn't have the scar. What?
I just love that.
Right.
Okay, so I guess it makes sense because they're
mistake.
maybe supposed to be literal brothers, but they have the same voice actor playing both characters, right? It's like having a conversation with yourself.
Right person.
Look at that polar bear. Saber cat v polar bear. Who's gonna win? Oh, the saber cat won. Unless he just got a knockdown. Oh, look at him go. Oof. Can I get an F in chat? Oof. Oh, hello. Net of the hills. Oops. There we go. Well, like this one's cool. Wow, this is quite the stairs. You would think that I see, like this is, it's kind of weird that you would have like why not just make one set of stairs that winds upward? I guess because they had to. I don't know. There's definitely some questionable decisions here where I'm like hesitant for sure. And let me see. I bet you if I go to Falkreath's border, I'm half expecting to see a immersive roads patrol stuck there. Der Lighter, I would love to include something like that, something that allows you to actually kind of, you know, occupy or take over locations. I'm assuming that's like what it is, right? That's that mod. So if I'm here, is there... Whoa, look at these guys. Battle stations. If I go here... Well, okay, it seems like no, so maybe I was wrong. Unless that's you. Nope, you're good. These guys are all here. Very cool. Unique border gates. Okay, well, so I half expected the, Why are you guys all just standing right there? Who can say? There's all guaranteed to be, like, nav mesh errors and stuff like that right now. So this is, like, what the author was referring to. So this is going to be the holds patch. Yeah. So it's, like, pretty minimal, which is fine. But really, this is all I kind of cared about. Right? Yes, it is a random Nordic ruin on the road that is intended to be like a unique border gate. So I'm half wondering here if I'm not better off just using like not unique border gates even, maybe even just guarded borders. So I gotta kind of see what the game will look like if I use those individually, because this definitely feels like a little bit weird to me. Like, this is very clearly a I don't know if this kind of thing would be clear the same way to, you know, just a random user, but these seem... Hold on, I'm gonna go up there. Up we go. Like, this to me seems like a yeah, like a pretty clearly like scaled down like version of the larger shit you see, or scaled up depending, but I think scaled down version of kind of like the Nordic ruins, which always just looks funky to me. Oh yeah, where does this go? Yeah, I mean that's cute for sure. But yes, on the nose is a good way to describe it, I would say. So, why don't I try to... Yeah, I mean, that... Well, see, there's the problem, right? Mulna, is that when you spent... Like, we're modders, we're developers, we have a perspective that is different from, like, your average user. So, like, they probably wouldn't care about that kind of thing. But I do. So I don't know. I half want... Here, let's see what... Yeah, well, once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? It's kind of just like, oh, I see it. I know what the deal is now. And it's really not the end of the world either. But I am wondering... Because the other thing, too, is we can't make it possible for users to go beyond these gates. Not yet. Made this getting into a nice little hamlet. Ah. Gotcha, Sacriletes. I have seen Falkreath Hold extended. Whoa, what the fuck was that? You see that? My shit's going nuts, bro. What's happening? Speaking of which, I gotta pee. It really has nothing to do with anything. But, I'm thinking, here's what I'm gonna do. I made that save, right? This one. Yes, okay, so if let me see what happens. It might break everything, who knows? I feel the same way, Max Power. It's like something's weird, you know? Like whenever you see, I don't know, it just feels weird. I am going to restart the game. And actually, since it takes like 10 years to restart the game, it will be a perfect time for me to use the bathroom. But I'm going to disable this and unique border gates, and we're going to load that back, and I want to see what I want to see if the improved roads actor changes at all, and I want to see what the gates look like with just this mod. All right, BRB, please excuse. I will be right back. Wait, here, I'll put some music on for you in the meantime. Careful, it's going to be very loud. No, it won't be. It's pretty loud though. Bit too loud. Just a bit softer. Bit softer. There we go. BRB. Be right back. That's what that means. We're back, and Skyrim's not even started yet. What the heck? Dang. Oh, wow. You know what? I've been not keeping up. Sorry for forgetting to shout out the follows, but Game Master Roni, thank you for the follow. I see you. Rachel's gone, but I would have shouted her out too. Demeet D, thank you for the follow. Which song from? You talking about the one that's playing right now, Super Ape Kid? This song is The Great Sea from Wind Waker. I'm not very picky after playing Vanilla Skyrim. My bar is low. I appreciate that attitude, Molna. It makes it easier for people like me. Perils of fading music out. You forget what it was originally. Finished the whole mod list, laid out how I build. Create another mod pro. Well, okay, to be fair, Enderall's very, very cool. So I feel you. Yes, this is a Zelda tune. Also, hello, Ron. Thanks for joining us. Oh, here. Time to crack my back. If you guys want to stretch with me. If anyone's sitting down, get some blood flowing. Ow. My wife, it's kind of crazy actually. My wife can crack like every part of her. She will like go and like crack her neck in a way that is so intense that you can just like feel it from a distance. I swear to God. I'm terrified that one day she's just gonna break her neck or something. It scares me every time she does it. But you know I'm a worrier by nature. Okay, get one of these going. Oh, I guess I could take a look at the next MCM to automate in the meantime. And yet, I'm not. I'm just stretching instead. Oh. I have very tight hips. I think people who sit all day long often have tight hips. And hamstrings, that's another one. Oof. Oh yeah, the Gerudo Valley theme is an absolute classic. I think the Gerudo Valley theme is exceptional because I think, and I guess you could say this for a lot of Zelda songs, probably including the one that we're playing right now, but you could give the Gerudo Valley theme to anybody. You could play it for anyone, and I think that they would find it a banger, you know? My roommate can do that because I think her joints are all fucked up from a car accident a few years ago. That's not good. Tight hips. That is horrible, Bambi. Hopefully it's not like causing additional damage if she does that. I'd be careful with that. Joints are no joke. Joint injuries. That's why I don't like running. It's like, no, there's plenty of reasons. I actually don't dislike running, sort of. But I don't like the joint pain, that's for sure. Ow, and I feel like it does a lot of damage in the long run, right? If you're not careful. That's why I've always been a swimmer. When I was in high school, I was a swimmer. I've swam all my life. I actually don't really swim now because I don't have a pool and there's not really any nearby that I can use. Totally, Bambi. But swimming is the best. If anyone ever asks you what the best cardio exercise is, it's cardio, it's muscle building, it's low impact, and you get to be in the water. What's better than that? Being in the water is the best. Roroni, we actually played Midna's Lament earlier, by the way. The cracking sound is just air bubbles in the fluid that lubes your joint. Is that true? What the fuck? That's terrifying. I had no idea. Ugh, that kind of grosses me out. You don't like being in the water, the Illuminati. It's the best, I promise. If you can swim. Yeah, I guess if you're not a good swimmer. But, okay, you can become a better swimmer. And then, not only is it an exercise, but it's a survival skill. Because what if ever you are in the water and you have to swim to survive? It's pretty good to know. I guess there's a lot of things you could describe that way that I don't know how to do, but I do know how to swim. Yeah, pools can be gross. The beach is the best. Except for the sand. The sand's no good. Like, it's like everyone's favorite Star Wars character, Jar Jar Binks, and his famous line about the sand. Where he says, Obi-Wan, stop putting all the sand. Yes, I am in LA. Yeah, I mean, swimming, it's a full body exercise. If you're doing it for muscle work, it's really good for just general musculature and kind of like toning your body and just working out many different groups at once. It's obviously different from like lifting, right? Very different type of exercise. So if you swim a lot, you'll become lean. You will likely not become, like stacked. But I don't think anyone swims to become super muscular. Yes, that's fine. Let's see if it crashes. That would suck. What is a marlin? That's an animal, right? It's a creature, an ocean creature. The ocean is full of terrifying things. Probably the most terrifying things that exist in the world. But the ocean's really cool. The ocean's rad. You know what's funny? Also, sacroiliitis, it's actually not tremendously uncommon. I think a lot of people do prefer the breaststroke, especially if you have strong legs. If you have strong legs, then the breaststroke can be like a godsend. I, on the other hand, do not have particularly strong legs. I also have like a very mild form of spina bifida that... Oh, is this always here? I guess so. So her AI might still be broken. Hard to say, really. Current package. We still don't know what that is. But I don't think I screenshot it either, so I'm going to just to find out. And, of course, I don't know that she's not broken this way just by default either. This is Cathedral Weathers. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I have a very mild form of spina bifida, right? Which makes it kind of tough for me to use my legs in some ways. Like my neural connection between... The short kind of result or consequence is that I don't have a very nice butt, unfortunately. I can improve it like a bit, doing more like squats and things like that. But my lowest vertebrae do not connect to like my leg muscles. The neurons and the nerves are kind of effed a little bit. So for me, like ironically, the breaststroke was always the hardest stroke, whereas the other three that I think are generally tougher for people were like my bread and butter. The other three being freestyle, backstroke, and butterfly. And butterfly is... I'm glad to meet a fellow Dylan in chat, Roroni, and a fellow Roroni Kenshin fan. That's interesting, Sacroiliitis. Well, and I mean, to be fair, breaststroke, one of the appeals of breaststroke is that it's a pretty efficient stroke, right? I think that if you are going for like endurance or going for distance, we'll say, breaststroke is pretty great. But it's just, it was never... That was the thing that precluded me from doing what they call... IMs, which is essentially you using every stroke, doing every stroke, right? Maybe now we can see. Okay, so this still lets me open the gate, which is funny. Oh, look at this guy up here. Wow. So there's still like plenty of people here. Now this is improved roads. They do look like they're stuck again, don't they? I'm telling you, swimming is really... I mean, I'm joking, right? I'm palling around, but like swimming is really wonderful. It's a great way to keep in shape, and yeah, runs in circles is very appropriate here. Breaststroke is my hardest stroke, of course. Thank you, Demon Corp. Thank you for the compliment about my ass. My sport is very glute dominant, mine are inactive, so I don't have a nice butt like my peers. Bummer. What sport is that, Molna? Also, you guys, what's your deal here? What is your AI package? It wouldn't happen to be the same one, would it? Is it? I actually don't know, but if it is, that's interesting. Let's find out if it is. Papyrus compiler. No. No. Special edition. I don't think it is. It is. It is the same one. Okay, so for whatever, I mean, I don't know. Who's to say? We can find out right now, actually. Thanks for hanging out, Super Ape Kid. Have a good night. Oh, man. Settle the Royale and Smash. Something tells me that wouldn't go so well for me. Yeah, dude, the Josh's Battle Royale was the cutest thing. That was so funny. I love the kid who won. The ultimate Josh. What a, oh, that's so cool. Molna, that's right. I'm also very quad dominant. My quads are, I mean, they're not like, you know, great, especially at this point, like kind of post-COVID, but they are easily like the strongest parts of my legs because my quads are what compensate for my lack of glutes, right? Thank you for the follow, Super Ape Kid. I don't know. It's like fine. What was I saying? Something about muscles, swimming. It's good. Really, it's like I think one of the best forms of exercise that a person could do. Also, it seems that it is guarded.
Careful.
Be careful! Guarded border. Oh, no. Okay, it doesn't let me go any further. All right. That's pretty cool. I like it. Now, I suppose what's left to do is, I mean, I can check these other places as well. Let me just really fast. I want to see what this AI package is. Please shush, coyotes. I saw a coyote the other day. I was going to pick Liz up from the airport, the Burbank airport, and like a coyote ran right across the intersection that leads into the front entrance. You don't see, it's not tremendously rare, but it's also not common. Yeah, I know that there's a couple of users who have been messing around with kind of like HEMA animations. Oh, no. Fuck. I didn't hit shift. Well, I kind of want the reference data, but okay, no. We're not going to wait for Requiem for the Indifferent to... You thought it was a dog? Someone told you it was a coyote? I mean, they are dogs. They look a lot like dogs. They behave like dogs. They're slightly different, but still very dog. Huh. That is a coyote in game, I believe. Either coyote or fox. I can't tell the difference. I don't know the difference. Oh my god, it's already 2:36. All right, shit. All this talk of HEMA butts and quad butts, I chose to just have a normal butt. Normal, nothing wrong with normal. I wish so badly, Barian, that I wish that Skyrim used hit boxes instead of hit frames, which is my understanding of how Skyrim does its melee combat, right? Instead of a hit box and like an actual like physical box moving through space, there's just like an animation plays and like at a certain frame it like deals damage, right, or something like that. Thanks for hanging out, CP. Much appreciated. Have a good one. Yeah, coyotes are really... I mean, so I grew up in Southern California where coyotes are very common. Unfortunately, most interactions we have with coyotes are them trying to eat neighborhood pets. They've eaten my own pets before. I know many people whose pets they have killed. So, you know, it sucks because, I mean, I understand the coyotes are just wild animals trying to survive like anything else, but it's like, it's pretty fucked. Yeah, I think just hitboxes are more interesting, you know what I mean? How does it work in Skyrim VR? The melee combat. I was curious the other day. One tournament in August, quietly removed vaccine requirement. Oh, shit. Oh, ew. Gross. You got anti-vax plus a shyster who is like stealing people's money. That's not exactly great, is it? That sucks. I'm sorry. Once while Obscuro was trying to talk to him. You know, sometimes you just gotta punch your friends. Anyone who has friends will tell you that, right? Yeah, handlock. Like, have you ever played Kenshi? That's basically how it works. Ah, that's gross. Barian, I'm very sad to hear that. I mean, I don't know why I thought it would be any different, but I dared to get my hopes up. So it's like you could just kind of be like this, and it wouldn't really matter, right? Using workaround for Guars, remove some animations, reduce movement speed by 75. Oh, fancy. You're an outside-the-box thinker, Sacriletius. It's obvious to anyone who pays attention. That sucks. Yeah, well, like Blade and Sorcery is so excellent when it comes to that stuff. Barian, were you here when we were talking about Blast on VR yesterday? Because if not, you should try it. It's very fun. Yeah, oh my god, it scared the shit out of me. Majestic Mel, thank you for the follow. Alright, let's see what this 956B8. Okay. 956B8. There is a VR game. It's called Blast on VR. It is really, really fun. It's not a melee combat game, but it's an online 1v1 competitive VR game. I was kind of evangelizing it yesterday because I think it's like really incredible, and I don't think there's that many players. I showed the trailer yesterday. If you go and just search, Blast on VR trailer on YouTube, you'll kind of get the gist of what it's like. But it's a great workout. It is genuinely super fun. It's one of the few kind of like multiplayer competitive games on VR that I think kind of works for the not limitations, I guess limitations. It feels like it was built for VR in a way that makes a lot of sense, right? Versus like something like Pavlov, which, don't get me wrong, is super cool, but it's more like trying to adapt an existing multiplayer game / model to something like VR, right? It's really, really fun. And I recommend it whenever I can. And if you like VR games, yes, you default sandbox current location. That's weird. I should have, well, I guess I have this data. 73004 ED0. Here, let me just put this over here so I don't have to remember. 73004 ED0. Okay. So we've got you. Right? Referenced by you. This is why we needed the reference data. What is this? A form list? Leveled NPC list? Okay. That's odd. Weird. Does this have a template? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, the reference form ID. That's the base form. 3 0. I can't see this. It's too tiny. Thanks for hanging out, Roroni. Have a good one. Why can't this is too tiny? Okay. Okay. 650E. Okay. Salvius Farm exterior. And Salvius Farm, to be clear, is just outside of... Oh, wow. Markarth's front gate. Okay. Well, that's pretty weird. Weird. I'm betting... Well, okay, so here's what we're going to do. I don't have a lot of time left either. I'm going to check out the other borders, right? Mad Villain, yo. What is up? Long time no see. I'm going to check these borders. So, I don't know. I'm wondering... if I start a new game, I might be able to see if the AI is being broken by one of the mods that we removed. We'll see. Skyrim came out. Oh, I guess, yeah, just under 10 years ago. Just under. Yeah, I mean, the Pfizer and the... I don't know shit about the J&J. Everyone seems to... It's like the J&J feels like the off-brand flip phone version of the vaccine. Oh, okay, this is weird. Like, is this supposed to be here? Okay, so these are placed kind of weirdly by default. All right. Is the snow supposed to be like in these? Am I crazy? I guess. It's like it's all been snowed in. J&J couldn't even make baby powder. Oof. I do remember you, Mad Villain. I remember your name. Oh, are we in the vaccine conversation again? There's no way you were an actual official Skyrim beta tester, were you? If so, that is really cool. Rift Imperial Camp, Cyrodiil Border Outpost. So, I mean, this is fine. This is cool. It requires a bit of cleanup. I don't know why these people are kind of this way. And that's fine. It doesn't let me open the gate. So basically it's just like this. What is your AI package, my friend? Kind of odd, but alright. I guess they're just supposed to look like they're on alert. But I do like the idea of entering from these border camps because you just get met with these like crazy vistas, right? It's pretty rad. Or this one at the very least, I guess you could say. Morrowind Border Outpost. Imperial Archer's gotta always be ready. I mean, there's, you know, obviously, I know that the media can be, wait, what the fuck? No, this was the one I was, what? Am I crazy? Did I do a thing? Did it put me in the right spot? Thanks for hanging out, Chrome. Okay, that's wrong. It's taking me to the wrong spot, right? It's keeping me back in the same spot. Hey, Finn. Yeah, sorry. I guess I forgot to mention it to the team. Whoops, but I am upping. I, like, uploaded the video today, right? I'm, like, upping the amount of streams I do. Am I crazy or, like, this is not the correct place? Yeah, masks are pretty chill. TBH. Ooh. Yeah, right? I just like the anonymity. Okay, that's correct at the very least. Let's see what happens if I go back over. I also should God mode, I think. Other way. This way. Boom. Cyrodiil Border Outpost, the one's covered in a landslide. I feel like Sub-Zero. Yeah. I mean, I feel you, plot. Slash Derpius. It is, it's tricky. I think this is the right way. I turn on... Okay, I did turn on God mode. Yeah, I know that is a problem with people who have glasses. My wife wears glasses, and she oftentimes has to, uh-oh. This bandit always spawns here. Who are you? Get out of here. It's a good block, though. Oh, you're tough. Whoa! Novo, I said I am... Whoa. See ya. I am, gonna be streaming more per week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the plan right now. So that I can get used to streaming. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck just happened? I'm stuck on something. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the border is not... It's to there. That's kind of weird. So probably it's unique border gates that is like fixing that. Fixing, quote unquote. Oh, God. So there's quite a few interesting things to like do here. This is becoming more complicated by the moment. Let's check the final one. Refugees rest. Those are heavy glasses, Sacriletius. I think that there are masks, right, that are built to try and prevent fogging from happening, right? This sort of is a new mask. Oh my god. Fucking troll. Hey. Ow. Ow. Whoa. Do it then. Idiot. Whoa. I'm gonna get you. There's no way I'm gonna be able to kill this thing, so I'm just gonna kill it this way. The map is a quality world map. Check it. Oh, and this character, I don't think this character really has a name besides Adventurer. I can rename them. Whoa, that's a big difference in prescription, is it not? Well, that part, Derpius, I'm not sure is as true. But definitely plots figure from before. I mean, I understand the reservations. But I don't know. Like, I mean, I personally know several people who are like within like one connection away who were unfortunately lost their lives. I mean, that's anecdotal evidence, of course. It's not like it counters any sort of statistics by any means, but I don't know. All right, well, shit. Okay. I'm just here. I guess one final thing. How much time do I have? 10 minutes? I want to see what happens if I remove... Oh, shit. I gotta get rid of you. I will definitely check the list, Demon Corp. I don't really have time to go through it here now on this stream, but we can go through it on one of the other streams. How does that sound? I'll definitely... And then that way, if you find anything else that you want to add to it in the meantime, I will keep the link... I will keep the link active, or you sent here. Let me. Can you send me the link to that Google Drive again, and then I'll make sure to write it down on my little notepad here, and then that way, as you update it, if you update it, I'll still have access to it. But here's what I want to do. I want to remove guarded borders entirely, so that none of this shit is active at all. And then I'm gonna make a new character. We're gonna wait 10 years for the game to start, and then I'm going to just see if I can replicate any of the weird behavior from the the improved roads NPCs. Thank you. I will copy it right now. Yeah, well, so the whole, like, I know that there is a certain, we'll call it, the only reason I'm addressing this at all is because I feel like if I have some sort of platform, I feel like it's important to, like, you know, just be careful with, like, information that we spread, right? And to that end, like, I know that there are some groups of people, some individuals who say that COVID numbers are inflated or inaccurate, COVID death numbers, that is, or infection numbers, or whatever it is you want to say. I have not myself, as of yet, been able to verify any of those claims. And admittedly, it's not like I've dug super deep. I've dug a little bit deep. I've not really been able to find, like, valid sources supporting the ideas. I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm saying I think that we all need to be very careful when we say, especially when you're talking about something like a death statistic, when you say, oh, it's not accurate, you know, or it's overinflated. It might be. I'm not saying it's not, but it is an extremely, like, I'm not saying anyone would have to, like, it's like, oh yeah, you know, you justify it, you put forth all of your evidence in, like, the context of, like, a Twitch stream or something like that. I guess maybe a summary point would be to say, whenever anyone feeds you statistics of any kind, to really try and to learn how to do your due diligence on them, and just to make sure you do it. Or if you don't have time to do it, you know, it's not like everyone does. We all have busy lives and whatever. Just to take it with a grain of salt, you know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people out there who are benefiting from you believing one way or another, right? And, like, you can make that argument for people who believe the statistics, who don't. Like, it really is, you know, like, there's agendas abound. But, and of course, I mean, I get that too, Demon Corp, because again, this is an instance where, you know, it is a global pandemic, regardless of how many people, you know, you think are affected, or etc. It is a topic that is very sensitive and emotional for many among us. And then, yes, of course, the fact that, you know, there's also not just death statistics to consider, but I think that just in general, and it's not a reason to not discuss it, of course, but it's a very sensitive topic, and I think it's why it's very important to verify the information that you hear about it. Does that make sense? Hopefully that's not like a too spicy of a take. Well, see, like, okay, so, like, Derpius, where is that, like, for that particular instance, like, how is that sourced? It would be, like, my question. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you have to provide it or, like, anything. And it could be that there is a source, like, for it, but, like, I mean, you know, just be careful with this stuff, I guess, is summarily. There's my spicy take. Here, let me open up this in the meantime. Okay, so this one's done. That's progress, right? Maybe Maxat. I mean, from my understanding, it could. I don't know. That is definitely not something that I can speak authoritatively about by any means. I have a very layman's understanding of the actual biology. I kind of rely on my wife for that. She actually, her degree was in epidemiology, so it's been very interesting to learn about it from her perspective. Yeah, I mean, I think it's tough to get even small groups of people to agree with each other on what to do about things. So the idea of, like, everyone, I do wonder though, like, theoretically, I suppose if it's a I don't know if it qualifies as, like, an airborne pathogen. I guess so, but it's not technically in the air. It's, like, on, like, water particulates, right? Missives, yes, is still an Ultimate Skyrim Special Edition. Yes, it is. It is a real great one. See, that seemed faster, right? Maybe not. Anecdotally faster, loading it up. Sometimes it does seem quicker to me. The load times. Oh, sure. I mean, might as well, right? You're totally right. I actually didn't even think about that. I can change how the ranges are on the sliders. So, yeah, that's a good... Thank you for kind of putting that idea in my head. I will totally do that. I know I can do that now because I've been editing all these MCMs. You learn so much, right? Yeah. Yeah, see, it's like secretly sometimes, and like don't quote me on this, don't tell people this. Sometimes I do like to balance things around like permadeath a little bit because I think it's my favorite way to play personally. So having something like, you know, a 10,000 gold reward for killing a dragon is like kind of cool that way. And I mean, you can always be like, oh, well, you know, 5,000 gold. It's, you know, it's just all we can afford. Like that's the, you know, the rationale, right? But like you can always find a reason to like justify it or a way to justify it. Yeah, right. Balian has completed more permadeath runs than like anyone else I know. I mean, I guess there's people probably out there who are doing it who are just like, I don't know about it, right? But it's why would delivering a potion at half day away pay you less than a block of cheese? That's not good. Yeah, I mean, well, so in general, the price anchor is much, much higher in special edition, and what that means is that stuff across the board is generally less expensive. So I think it makes a better approximation of like a medieval economy, right? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This is the last thing we'll do on stream. Thank you all for hanging out, by the way, and thanks for, you know, rolling with what I know are difficult topics. I'm always torn, you know. I don't like, on the one hand, I like to try and remain neutral of sorts, but I also like to, you know, I think people like to talk about important stuff because it's important to them. You know what I mean? So I get it. Well, that, yeah, I don't know if Enei's would make it harder in the early. I mean, Requiem's early game is pretty fucking brutal. That's for sure. I think most people would agree on that. I just don't have any, yeah, I was thinking by complete, I meant kill Alduin. That's kind of like my, or, do Dragonborn, right? I've seen at least one instance. I was there for at least one instance where Balian killed, Alduin. Excuse me. Which is just nuts to me. I've never done that on permadeath in Ultimate Skyrim. That's for true. I would say max at, yeah, I mean Madville and me too, actually, if we're counting. Yeah, of course, Derpius. I'd get a beer with you too for whatever it's worth. And also, and this is the other, just as a little like a side note, it is the information age is like the wildest thing. It is like an unprecedented thing in like the history of you know, human technology. Obviously, stuff like propaganda, right, has existed before, you know, the internet. Obviously, things like media narratives have existed. Just any sort of information dissemination, disinformation, where someone is you know, trying to make you believe one thing and then the truth is somewhere else. The sheer volume of that kind of stuff, I think, is the unprecedented part. So it is really, really tough. And like, at least like in America, I probably in other places too, but I know this for a minute. This is actually what I did go to school for. There is not a lot of education or resources on media literacy, on critical evaluation and like critical theory, right? Media theory. So, in fact, if anything, we have, you know, like a lot of forces, very, very powerful forces that are trying to prevent as much of that stuff as they can because it makes people more malleable, right? There's like defunding a lot of, you know, education and stuff like that. Which is, it's evil, you know what I mean? It's like any force that seeks to keep us less educated on whatever the truth is of anything it's so that, you know, they can, because they have the goal to manipulate people and they want to make that easier to do. That sucks. It's like, though, it's so just fucked up, man. I think that there's a very, y'all familiar with Dante's Inferno and the 9 circles of hell? I don't know where this circle landed. I can't remember. It's been a while, but wherever, I wonder where a person lands who espouses a belief that they don't actually believe in order to manipulate other people. That is just like the grossest thing, you know, is it not? Like someone who says something they know is untrue because whatever the consequences of saying that are, make it easier for whatever that person's goal is to be achieved. Like, ugh. Gross. Anyway, what do we name this guy? Last thing before I go offline. Oh, sorry, Max. I didn't answer your question too. I wanted to. Where does it land with difficulty comparison to other Requiem lists? I would say, well, other Requiem lists on Wabbajack. I don't like what list would there be? There's totals. There is Zanza, Zanza's list. What other? I would need a holistic list. Compared to Alt Sky, I can say that totals is definitely harder. Like I would guarantee it. Beeper Snooter, I like that. Beeper Snooter. Oh yeah, Derlighter. I would not be surprised at all. Well, yes, I think so, Demon. If you're, you know, if someone wants power for power's sake, then definitely. You know what I mean? TSO, Serenity, Old Sky, and Noir. So for Serenity and Noir, I can't say that. I don't know. If they are more like, because Noir is generally a vanilla-ish list, right? Almost like Vanilla Requiem, right? Am I correct about that? Over here. Uh-oh. Blue. Player.force. No. FOV 105. I'm not sure actually if TSO uses 3 tweaks. I just know Total, and I know what the list is famous for, and I know that, like, I'm pretty sure he intends it as like an anti-metagaming kind of like very mechanics-based, very balance-oriented, like difficult, intentionally difficult experience. I think in general, depending on what mods are in each list, that, like, I would say Totals, I'd pretty much guarantee holistically is more difficult. For the other ones, I would say that, like, it's probably Ultimate Skyrim is harder in some places, probably easier in others, right? Like, Ultimate Skyrim has things like immersive patrols, we'll say. And immersive patrols, you know, will have friendly NPCs, or at least if not friendly NPCs that are hostile against things that are hostile against you, that you can kind of hang out near in order to get early game kills. Or like immersive patrols, you know, if you find the aftermath of a battle, there will be a bunch of corpses strewn across the ground that you can kind of loot, things like that. So in that sense, it's like easier, but also like the carry weight is way lower in Ultimate Skyrim, so even if you find that, you can't just hoover up everything. It's kind of like it depends on which element of the game you're talking about. And of course, like, I don't think any of the other Requiem lists use like survival or like needs mods, so like those obviously can make the game more difficult if you are in a situation where your needs aren't being met, or you're, you know, suffering from hypothermia or whatever. Oops, no. Kill. You done. Run away. Whoa.
Best. Huh?
No. This is my best. Gotcha. Wow, that did not sound like an Argonian. Yes, Wildcat is in here. And yes, Ultimate Skyrim definitely has more of a focus on survival. It is kind of intended as a survival role-playing life sim. Whereas I think TSO and maybe the other ones, I can't say for the other ones, but I know TSO leans more into Requiem's kind of like action-adventure RPG feel. Hold on. TMN one. That's what I wanted to do. And then I also need to... Will I be able to fast travel off the bat if Requiem scripts have not begun yet? I need to go like here. I can. Cool. Yes, I know that your opinion on that as well, Sacroletius. What we need is craftable, purchasable wagons. Alright, let's head up by this business. Okay, so I don't see anyone here. Is it going to stop me? Yeah, there it goes. Now I need to check my... Hold up. This is what I need. Well, let's see. Player dot move to... Let's see where this person is. I've thought about that, Sacroletius, like the idea of a turn-based version, or like a I think about a pseudo-hybrid system a lot, because one of the things that I really like about like Skyrim, and one of the reasons why I kind of play it instead of, you know, what other similar games, is I like the whole, like, getting right into your players' heads kind of thing, right? Like, plays, like, one-to-one, like, I'm slashing, my character's slashing, that kind of thing. But I don't know, maybe there's, like, a hybrid system. Anyway, I don't... How did you guys end up at the gate? Yeah, that much I agree with for sure. You know that I do. That's kind of, I think, a big initiative for Requiem, is to transform the game from a power fantasy into, you know, an actual RPG. Well, I don't really know what the hell. Either way, that's got to do it for me, because I got some stuff that I got to do. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me, as always. Also, just kind of bearing with me as I get the new schedule kind of ironed out. I very much appreciate it. Yeah, I'm okay with the end game being a power fantasy, because at that point you've earned it, right? But starting off the game as a power fantasy is kind of boring for me. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get more stuff done. I'm going to see about this business. I don't know. I have some ideas. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, I'll be back on Monday, same time, 12 noon PST. Yeah, sure, Mad Villain, hit me really fast. Oh, yeah, Art of War is great. Oh, here, while you're doing that, I'll check to see who we can raid. Let's see. Oh, fucking Rebel's Eyes is online. Well, there you go. Does Requiem 5.0 have a spell list? Do you have a spell mod for this version? So the first version of Ultimate Skyrim SE will not include any like additional spell mods, but we have some very strong candidates for the future. Namely, Expanded Grimoire is kind of like the big one, I believe, that's kind of built for Requiem and is kind of like an amalgam of some other ones, right? So it's definitely coming. And Requiem's spell list, it's the same in the version that we use, the 4.0, right? But it'll be pretty cool, I think. And we got some fun stuff planned for spellcasting in general, but those will be like probably a couple updates down the line after the initial one. We'll just kind of have to see what makes the most sense from a priority standpoint. Anyway, again, thank y'all for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Yes, the next stream will be on Monday. So hopefully I will see all of y'all there. And definitely stick around. For those of you who don't know, Rebel's Eyes is the lead dev on Skyblivion, right? Everyone's familiar with Skyblivion, hopefully. But if not, it is a rebuild, essentially, of Oblivion in Skyrim's engine. It is really wonderful. And I'm usually, when Kyle is streaming, he's usually either playing Skyrim. I think I can see here. Yeah, he's playing Skyrim. Skyblivion Dev Bruma City. Okay, well, maybe not. That's just the category. He's usually either playing Skyrim or developing Skyblivion. It's really cool to see either way. And I strongly suggest that you stick around. In any case, I will see you on Monday. Thanks for joining me again. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a good rest of your week. Goodbye. Whoa.
This then.